not gonna lie. My red, man, bro, my red dragon deck. I spent so much money on it, and it's still not done.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
on,
So
I'm
what do
on
you
like,
need?
bro. I still need two copies. I still need I still need, okay. I need one more copy of Soul Resonator, and I need one more copy of Crimson
Mhm.
Resonator, and
Oh yeah.
I still, so I only got one copy of each, and I still need Void Ogre, and uh, I still need, well, that's really it. I just need one copy of Crimson, one copy of Soul, and I need Void Ogre.
Yeah.
Like that, and it, bro, I've I've spent on my stream. If you look how watch how I'm gonna give you a little indication of how much I spent. Uh,
Okay.
if you see my screen, you might. Oh, never mind. I restarted it. Oh, because the shit said sold out yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah. They
it
got a
was
new deal on that.
it was up to 33.90. It was up to 33.99, and then I hit that one, and it
Yeah.
said sold out. I was like, there is no way, y'all. I said, y'all some hoes, bro. I said, there's no way. Okay.
I got a rule for myself that like if I am gonna spend money on the game, I'm only gonna do the deals. If the deal runs out, I'll wait. I am not that desperate. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Man, one thing with me, like, I don't think I have a gambling problem, but I do have a gotcha problem, which is a gambling problem.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
when Genshin Impact came out, oh my god, oh, Genshin Impact got me bad. That game is demon. Is it too late to enter the tournament?
Yeah. Tournament's just begun. I'm just I just started the bracket, so people, they're gonna have like 10 minutes to check in, and then once I have a room for it,
Okay.
but on table one is two really good players, Asco, who has played in a lot of 6K tournaments and has won in a lot of 6K tournaments, and Paris, who is widely considered to be the best Duel Links
He
player.
ain't
So
beating J.
they're on
He
table
ain't.
one.
They not beating my boy JB. I don't care what nobody say.
Hey, all right,
JB.
all right. How about this? How about this? I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, and maybe it'll change your mind.
hmm
Last week on Saturday, the Grand Harrier tournament,
Yeah.
JB came second place. He's that good, right? But
Yeah.
you want to know who came first place?
Cool.
Paris.
Okay.
Paris
All
came
right. All
first.
right. Okay. Let's get some
Let
context to this.
me.
Probably.
Here's some more context. If you look at Paris's page on Duel Links Meta, you'll see just how. Let me tell you something, bro. Paris is LeBron James in Duel.
that. Okay. Before. Okay. What's is that like because is it because of his deck or is he that skilled?
It's because he's that skilled. It's
Okay.
it's like not just the deck. He's been doing this for a long time. He
So,
tops
so
in like AC cups and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't think he fucking with JB. Only reason why I say that, mind you, I don't know this young person. I don't know, but I will say this. I'm say this. What's his go? What's his main deck? What's bro's main deck?
I don't know. I don't think he has one.
Look, hey, as the commander of the non-meta league, you know what I'm saying? As the I'm just
I've
saying he
seen him
could
playing a lot of like Predator planes.
listen. All I'm saying is if bro can't run red eyes and do damage, then how good are you really? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up a Black Rose Dragon. I'm gonna get whooped. But it's all like I think it's easier to see. It's like I think it's easier to see someone's skill level when they run garbage. Even if you
Yeah,
lose, you're like, yo, Oh snap! Like, okay, you still got your ass whooped, but like, you made it further than anybody would have made it using that same deck. Like when you're someone using non-meta, you
I'm
get
not
to
gonna lie,
you
based
get.
on what Paris has been able to accomplish,
Mhm.
if he knew how to build Red Eyes, because I think that he's the type of builder who just optimizes decks. I don't think he builds shit. Although I don't really know the guy, so I can't really say that for certain. I don't think he's really a builder. But if he like, you know, picked up the deck and optimized it, he would do damage with Red Eyes. Like as much damage as one can do with Red Eyes. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Again, like I said, I'm not saying you're gonna grab Red Eyes and make it to the grand championship of the fucking world, but when I see people use low level decks, I get to see the IQ. Like I get to see how smart somebody really is in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus someone pull out fucking Fire King Snake Eyes and being like, I'm the GOAT. I'm all like, all right, bro.
Okay, but how about this? But how about this? Let me change your mind a little.
Mhm.
Uh, if you got two players playing the exact same deck, of course, whoever has the better hand would win, right?
So,
But
yeah, yeah.
in those mirror matches, if you watch it, you can actually see, depending on the deck, because some decks are more skillful than others. You can see, depending on the deck, who makes the smarter choice can end up winning when it's one of those more intelligent decks.
Mm.
And so when you are playing the best decks, you do get more mirror matches more often. So you get to have that proof of skill more often as well.
I can so okay.
Uh,
I can meet you halfway. I can meet you halfway. I can meet you halfway. Like my thing is me personally, I don't like mirror matches for the sole fact is like
me neither, bro. I'm not
Two
fucking with it.
hours later.
Cyclone. I swear to God, don't start that shit because I got earphones in and it's in my ear and it's all as fuck. Uh, mirror match. I don't like mirror matches in. I'm pretty sure I said it before in Yu-Gi-Oh, in Street Fighter, in any kind of like this game because it's like, especially if that's our main character, we both know the combos. And it literally just comes down to who messes up first, which is I will argue that's a key point in showing how smart somebody is. Like say okay,
Yeah.
we both know what's going on. It literally just comes down to who gonna mess up first.
Hmm.
And then the moment somebody messes up first, they lost because they know they shouldn't
Yeah.
have done that because they. And after that, it's automatic. That's why I don't like it because it just comes down to who messes up first, especially if they both had
Yeah.
good hands.
So just don't be the guy who messes up first. You know what I mean? Force the other guy into it. Like in multiple games that I play, like strategy games, of course, like Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh as well. If the mirror match depends on who makes the shit move first, I'm gonna put cards into my deck that I can use to put the opponent into a situation where they have to do the fuck up. You know?
Mm, mm, yeah. No, I get
That's
that, man.
that's metagaming.
Because I remember years ago. It might have been like 5 years ago. Uh, that was something maybe six. This was, one guy came in with blue eyes, and that motherfucker won. He won the fucking like I don't know if it was YCS, but I think it was like the it might have been YCS or WCS. I don't know. It was like the Bang Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and he won with blue eyes. And it's like I don't think maybe a couple of people came with blue eyes, but I'm like if you in a format full of nothing but tier one and tier zeros, and you came up
Was this
and
the black
won.
guy?
Maybe I can't. Hold on, let me see. Cause I think he might have been Asian. I can't remember. Um, let me look it up. Blue. Cause I was like, you come up. Again, it's probably context to that. Cause I saw the little. I saw the little percentages on who was using what, and I was like, oh shit. Okay, all right. So no, this is Asian dude. This is 2016. He won. Yeah,
Okay.
his deck was
On
blue eyes.
2016,
Yeah.
I'm
This
not gonna
was
lie to you, bro. 2016 was the best deck in the game in 2016.
blue eyes.
Yeah, it won the world championship that year, bro.
Yeah, but when what was the meta like? What was going on at the time? Cause like I don't think like
Necros, Burning Abyss, Shadows, and Blue Eyes. I think, pretty sure.
shit either way, Blue Eyes to the goat though. Hey, well, I think if you can even if you don't win, even if you don't win, I think if you can make it, if you can grab a rogue deck, like I think right now, if someone was to grab Blackwing right now and try to hop in into a master duel tournament and can make top five, I would as far as IQ and skill level, I would put that guy who hit number five is probably realistically top two or one as far as just off IQ. That's just me. I'm a non-meta bias. I'm biased. So also remember I said last conversation, if you're biased, say that first before you start talking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm biased too. I'm, of course, because the thing is, it doesn't matter how objective I think my perspective is. It's still based off of my perspective and
Yeah.
my lived experience. You know,
Yeah,
and the things
Two
I've
hours
it's always going
later.
to be my it's always going to be my perspective that I'm speaking on because I can't speak on anybody else's perspective. Um, but I think like for example, many people would say the best TCG player out right now is Jesse Cook. I don't remember how many formats ago it was. He just decided to show up to a tournament with Crystal Beasts, and he won. He just felt like it. So
and also I do know that I do know there is context to like sometimes some people haven't seen decks in so long, or some decks just have certain tricks to it. It's all like who would have even expected you to bring that shit? So I'm not. Nobody has any kind of contention. Cause you know people they'll make decks. All right, I'm gonna throw this 1 or 2 card in here just in case someone brings this. I'm gonna add this link monster just in case somebody comes with this. But if I show up with a random ass Crystal Beast deck that no one ain't seen in years, it's like it'll probably throw me off. So even if I could beat you in a regular setting, you come with that deck, it threw me off. So it's definitely
like, are you more skilled than the opponent just because they didn't know what your deck did? Like, hypothetically, if they knew what it did, they would have a better chance of beating you. That's a knowledge thing, a bit more than a skill thing.
Well, for example, let's say like even I feel like it's such a staple. Like example, like Toon World, or like I mean at this point everybody knows what Toon World is. Like, but let's say Toons were like this unknown deck that no one would ever checked for at any point in their Yu-Gi-Oh career, and some dude randomly popped up.
I sent you a code.
Okay. I got it. All right, hold on. Wait, actually, I can't. I got my multitasking skills are trash. 1 second. For the fuck. Okay, is this okay? I'm just gonna enter. Cause enter room.
Getting down to the wire.
All right, boom, we in there. Yeah, like I was saying, if we've never heard, if no one, if Toons would have always been like some sleeper deck that no one ever heard of, and you pop up with Toons, it's like not saying Toons is broken or even good, but like some decks just got like I didn't know it could do that. Oh, I was not prepared for you to be able to just hit me directly like 5 times in one turn. Just like when I first saw Numeron, Numeron's not a good deck, but the first time going against it, I was thrown off.
Yeah, I remember when it jumped in the TCG and people were like worried as fuck. And they ended up not doing all that much.
Yeah, it's like the first few weeks they was on a rampage, and after everyone caught on to the gimmick of it, it kind of just died out.
Yeah,
it's just super gimmicky. Not saying like Blackwing is gimmicky, but just saying like Toons fucking Numeron, fucking Exodia. Turn off character on. I got you.
Sting Edge. The sign up's already closed because it's already happening right now. But if you want to sign up, then you can sign up for next week's one when I post the next one. And I'll post it in Brown Skin Kage's Discord as well.
Also, y'all. Oh, but I need to pay attention to. I need to pay attention to goddamn to goddamn Red Dragon players because I be fucking up the combos all the time, which I do. And what about it?
You got the 6K life points. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I got my money on JB, bro. JB, you win this tournament, I got an extra 5 for you.
An extra 5. Damn. You won a tournament yesterday. You won one of your tournaments yesterday, right?
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, this man is paying his family's bills off this. I swear to God.
Damn.
Oh snap! Man, this turn one kind of. Wait, well, I know I'm probably behind you, my live, as far as what I'm looking at.
Oh yeah, I'm on turn 4.
Yeah, I am on turn. Yeah, I'm on turn 2. We can act like we're just. What's going on, Shadow Clone? Yeah. Poison JB in this. JB in this. Ooh, damn.
So this is like 21 people, I think. Only 21 people. So it's a shorter tournament than usual. The reason is that before this tournament, there's a bigger tournament. So the people who are at the end, like they're not signing up for this one because they got to finish that other one with a bigger prize. So I think next week I'm gonna move this tournament forward another hour.
I figured. I was trying to do one stream with this one girl, one of the I forgot her. She does a lot of Rush Duel, and we were talking about doing a stream, and she was like, it's gonna be other tournaments, and ours is gonna get overshadowed, and I was like, oh, I mean, I guess. So we ended up not doing it.
Yeah, that's rough. But like,
Ooh, fuck.
I think JB has a. He showed me a like spreadsheet of like the different times tournaments are on, and like I don't know how many Rush people also play Speed Duel. I don't know, but like maybe you could just see if it's at the same time as one of the, as any of the Rush ones, and not necessarily care as much about the Speed ones. I'm not sure.
Man,
I don't really know much about the overlap.
You couldn't pay me to play Rush.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Somebody could probably pay me to play Rush.
I mean, obviously, but like, I'm not gonna play it on my own free will.
Yeah.
Like, if this was 2004, oh hell yeah, I'd be going crazy on Rush Duel right now.
I would play like the Rush TCG because it looks a lot more gameplay. It doesn't seem like the gameplay in Duel Links Rush just seems like, well, who gets the OTK first?
I mean, low key, that's Master Duel right there.
But Master Duel at least has interaction. There's no goddamn interaction in Rush Duel. You just let your opponent kill you. In Master Duel, you got some stuff to try to stop the opponent. You can set up a defense. You cannot set up any defense in Rush Duel, bro. Even if your deck's game plan is defensive, like you can set up a big defense monster, it doesn't matter. They'll just use their skill to beat over you. And that's the lesser skill.
God damn. That motherfucker salads. Whoop that ass. GG's. All right. Are they on the next game already? Or is it 2 out of 3?
Yeah. Damn, a few DQs. One, two, three DQs.
Bro is not the master of faster, bro.
Wow, damn, losing to Paris is not an indication of being bad.
Listen, I don't know if I came in with my Black Rose, none of these people stand a chance.
All right, okay. All right, okay. All right. Well, hey, bro, in like a month or something, I'm gonna have my computer. Hopefully, I'll be able to stream it. Hopefully,
I'm gonna pull up a
and
Black
then
Rose
you
Dragon.
can
I'm
come
watching
pull up.
everybody.
All right, all right. I'll, we'll see how it goes. Wouldn't it be so crazy if in that time Black Rose just gets all of the support? Like, oh well, shit. I guess he is Peter Whitehead winning
Man,
Black
like
Rose.
low key, I thought about, man. I wish they had, bro. Hey, the only reason why on Master Duel I was able to use Doom King decently well, or like use just like Red Eyes or Blue Eyes, kind of like I was doing kind of good. I pretty much just made a non-meta deck and just added straight floodgates. Like I was playing Master Duel when you could have 3 copies of Skill Drain. Like I had Skill Drain, Gozen's Match. There could only be one. I had all that deck. I had all that. I had not Imperial Order, but there's that one card you can destroy. You can negate the spell. You pay 1,500 life points, and you can destroy like a monster effect. Like I had half my deck was just you can't play. And my game plan was get a big monster out, and then play Skill Drain, and then other cards.
Yeah.
It was so funny. It would get so my ears. Thank you, Sleepy Chris, for the follow. Appreciate you, big dog. Whoop whoop. I want a couple tournaments that count as half 6K. I'll get you. Turn the AC off. Goddamn. Mirror matches aren't my cup of tea, but you know they're bound to happen when you get into competitive matches.
The tournaments I've run have never really been that big, but JB has won a lot of them.
Look, I tell you, JB like playing, JB, usually not JB win. He like, y'all play for fun. I play to feed my family. We not the same.
JB playing for fun anymore.
He said, look, that $5.
He enjoys selling that place.
He said that $5, I'm gonna need that. Bro, the one day yesterday, they were like, before it even started, I said, yo, let y'all know JB gonna win. So, with that being said, y'all can still enter if y'all want to.
Was your tournament yesterday like a cash tournament?
Yeah, I did $5. $5.
Yeah. JB really trying to feed his family.
Then I got a whole separate bank account, just like dual link winnings, and just send it to there. Just send it to that PayPal.
Playing Duel Links for a living.
Honestly, low key, just like has like a notification in his phone. Like anytime anyone has a Duel Links tournament, he just automatically gets entered. He's like, all right, bet. He has some AI to automatically.
Valley, I've been busy. I would have clapped JB. I don't know if you would have clapped JB, but like JB likes to talk down on himself. Meanwhile,
hey, I'm gonna say this. Listen. When people are too humble, I'm gonna be like, hey, motherfucker, what you mean by that? Because I don't got half the shit you got,
bro. What are 2 things that give off the same energy? The duelist who keeps shit talking himself, and the white barber and the black barber shop.
No, low key it is.
But you literally won Grand Prix and go second, not playing Team Wars. All right, I believe you, there, bro. I believe you. But I don't know you. I do know JB. JB, he's on his way. He's gonna win Grand Prix eventually.
Yeah, JB. I could have sworn. Have you ever into like the Decades tournaments when he does tournaments?
I I haven't seen them, but I haven't watched them for a long time since he
I,
moved to Monster Duel.
I was, oh, you know, that might have been Master Duel tournament. I think it's just like $1,000. I was like, dang.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to be like him one day, but
Oh yeah,
I'm
my
not trying to
God.
get there using tournament. I
Hon-
I'm trying to do other content that isn't just dueling, and then if I happen to be successful, then I'll come back to dueling. It's like, hey, $1,000 tournament,
oh,
come
for
take
sure.
it.
Like, yeah, like the job I got now, like 'cause I'm in the army. I retire in about 10. I'm pretty sure I'll still be playing Duel Links for a long time. But
I'm gonna
GG's.
be 90 at the retirement home. Like, I normal summon Magician's Rod. Stop playing
Like
Magician's Rod, Grandpa. There's a better structure for the deck now.
what? Y'all just I don't understand. Hey, okay, so there. Okay, so who we going to
Looks like
next?
it's a 2-0.
2-0.
Let me grab another code.
All right.
Man, JB is in the quarterfinals by 2 DQs. That's ridiculous. That's
Criminal.
actually ridiculous.
That's
That's
yeah.
crazy as hell. Another code for you.
It is IQ Quakers. Quakers. What's going on, Burger Muncher? What it do?
We munching burgers. Same, bro.
All right.
JB getting glazed by everyone, even though you guys know nothing about it. I mean, I watch tournaments.
Oh, we got
But
JB.
only reason I'm glazing JB is because
I
I
ain't
know.
gonna lie, JB finna get washed. Not gonna lie. JB finna get washed. Psych, you thought that's
I
what I
mean,
was gonna
he did
say.
just get second last week, didn't he? Like to say that JB is trash is kind of crazy.
Listen, JB is nonchalant with a Hellcat. Like, bro, how you afford this? Shit, I just be winning dueling tournaments. Bro got a fucking house and a Hellcat. But like your taxes got to be insane. Like your taxes are like, it says you don't you haven't worked, but you've made $80,000 this year. Bro's going straight to jail. I wonder how does that work? If like people
This
who like
man, JB's man sleep combo is so cool. Go ahead, though. What were you saying?
no, I'm saying like when people like who play tournaments for a living, like how does that work on your taxes? Like if you're like a professional Yu-Gi-Oh player and you pretty much play and just win tournaments, or like a Pokemon player, like you don't have a job, you just play tournaments and win.
Man, if that factors in to taxes, dude,
I'm
I don't
pretty
want to
sure,
be
like
there.
I'm pretty sure, like you, I think if you make us, because if you make a certain amount of money a year, you have to file on your taxes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
Because even people
But what
who
if
do
you win
the,
a tournament as a business?
honestly, I think that's you probably you would have to do that. Like if you like you making like you fucking Sonic Fox and you like you making probably like 500K a year just off tournaments. So it's all like uh, send him his winnings in envelope, cash prizes, no taxes. Okay, if it's all cash, that's what it's new. All right, we gonna see. We gonna see. But Salas is nasty though. I ain't gonna lie, especially in the hands of somebody who know what they doing. I think a casual Salas
Oh
player
yeah.
can get beat, but someone who's a high tier player and then they use salads. Oh yeah.
Phoenix is a little bit unfortunate though. Like obviously Phoenix is a good card, but against this board, like who cares about a Phoenix? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're facing Khan. Who's Khan? You're facing dude who beat me. Oh.
The guy playing Resonators, and he's
Ah.
I think like I think Resonators got some game. They
Oh yeah. Like I said, when I play it, like it's kind of funny. Like when I play Red Dragon, I want to say like maybe every 4 to 5 games, I'll do my starter combo and they'll just quit. And I'm all like, yes. You
Burning
think I know what
shell.
I'm doing?
Shell's
low,
about to burn.
low key, I
Oh,
only
he
know
slapped
like
his second Phoenix chain, didn't he? So he should be able to negate here. But even though he can negate, he's still gonna like
what card is
deal
that?
with he can't stop that grave effect, which is hella
Final
unfortunate.
bringer. I might need to get bro's deck list.
Oh, the end times, Nani.
I ain't like Yu-Gi-Oh artwork be so beautiful, bro. Like that beam of destruction is just
Yeah,
it's a lot. Also, I love
it's
the
hyper
names.
beam, bro.
I love the names of
The
Yu-Gi-Oh's. Like I think,
final bringer of destruction.
bro, it's just the names of Yu-Gi-Oh cards be like just so beautiful. I'm like, bro, that name
Yeah,
that shit tough.
it's cool. It looks like, so honestly, it looks like a hyper beam. Well, like a Kamehameha.
Salamangreat Transcendence. We got Red Resonator. We got Crimson Resonator. We got Synchron Resonator. Bro, Red Dragon, Archfiend. That's all you need, bro. Attack. Just attack. You good. Just go right here.
Pointless stimulus is awesome.
Just going Red Nova? Yo.
Boom, bam.
Yo, wait. Yo, you
Lightning.
think they're gonna add Super Red Nova? Or no?
I think they probably could, just not right now. Resonator is too good for them to add. If a deck is already good, so don't support it. You know, that's a rule for me.
Fuck
Unless
it.
it's like got consistency issues. If it's got consistency issues, fine. Give it a consistency buff or something.
I feel like they could nerf it and then just add Super Red Nova to even it out.
Prismatic Crimson Gaia.
Wait, bro, sweating.
If Canando top fours, then his deck list is going to be on yellow.
Came in with the salads. Salamangreat, Sunlight Wolf. I ain't gonna lie. Anytime I think the last few years, if I ever faced like someone who used Salamangreat, those turns were so long. I'm all like, bro, speed this shit up.
Yeah, yeah, that's the virtue of it being an anime combo deck from Brain. Brain's combo decks just keep going.
Wait, so
Just
why do
keep
you
going.
what? Am I slow? Why is he going for an attack? Oh, graveyard. Get it in his grave. Get it in the graveyard. I'm assuming. Yeah.
29 turns with salvage. Damn, what was the holdup? One of you got to attack. Yeah, the
Yeah.
stalemates can happen. But what deck are you playing that is creating a stalemate?
Yeah, we need that. We need that deck list.
You're unsure, Nui? See, that was why, bro. Salamangreat was not the reason you got to 29 turns, my boy. You were. Come on, and you know it too. You got this Shiranui style Samsara, and you're wondering why you got to 29 turns against Salamangreat? Bro, because you go to 29 turns against any deck. I'm not shaming you for doing so, by the way. I mean, if Lyrillust can do it, then why can't you? Shiranui is slow nowadays. I don't know if it's slow. It just the output is not it doesn't do as much as everything else, but it's still doing a lot. Like especially if they can search for the Samsara, you know, if they search for Samsara, they become a stole deck for OTK. They usually
Yeah.
can.
Is yours? What time? What time did yours say is on? Does it say on turn 3, or is it like you're on later than that?
Yeah, I'm on turn 3.
Okay, cool.
I'm just like a bit above. I'm just a bit ahead of you. So Ace, you can't use a dream ticket for possible pick yet. It's
So I
gonna
need my
take
dream
a long
ticket.
while before we're able to do that. Soul absorption, bro. Stop playing soul absorption. You know your game would not have gotten to 29 turns if you played a good card instead of soul absorption. That deck slot, you could put a powerful ass card in your deck that would have helped you to push for game. Bro, I swear to God, bro, a deck has a card that says Vanish on it, and people will just throw Soul Absorption in there. Oh shit, Vanish? The gain 500 life point when target get banished? Ooh. That's
I
what you
mean,
can banish bad
honest,
cards.
honestly, this game going a little. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I think it's a good.
Ah shit.
Red Nova being indestructible. Like,
Nasty word. You got a 5K monster on the field just chilling. Bone Archfiend. Then get rid of Synchron Resonator. Oh. He was like, you thought, little bro. You thought, little bro. Oh shit! Whenever I see any other animation that I don't normally see, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get cooked.
forbidden.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Shit. Damn, yeah, DG, it's over with. It's over with. I don't care what nobody say. It's over with. Everybody, it's over with. Go home. Bro about to cook.
I think he needs just one more. Oh damn!
He said, damn. JB said, this ain't over yet. Salamangreat, Pyro Phoenix. Damn. It's all good, JB. Hey. Wait, is it over yet? Is this turn game 1 or game 2?
I think that's just game 1.
Exactly. My boy's still in there. What you talking about? Are they able to switch decks or they gotta keep the same?
Yeah, they gotta keep the same.
Okay, cool.
He said, "I'm new to this." Okay, bro. All right, bro. He's BM. God damn.
Just can't believe some duelists is more powerful than JB. They not. JB the GOAT.
I mean, there's a lot of duelists that JB's gotta overcome to
Like
be the GOAT.
me,
But
me
even
for
his way,
instance. Like
man.
he JB gotta beat me first, and I don't see that happening. But that's just me though. That's just you know, that's just what I think. Yeah, JB gotta lock in. If you ever want a chance to beat me, you gotta beat this person.
Yeah, bro, you should
Like,
go my turn.
like I'm the one who stands at the top. Like, yo, who's the greatest dueling? But when you say that, Bronski and Kage comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? like we think of the GOAT to Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, yo, just you think of Yugi himself. You think of Yusei. You think of fucking Kaiba. Then it's like, who else after that? Bronski and Kage. Like, yo, I ain't trying to toot my own horn. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble. I am. I really am. But
JD is up there with the likes of Leo 5D.
Yeah, he is okay. It's like if we had to rank it, I put him right below me. I put him right under me, like right under. If I had to pick, like, shall I enter the next tournament? After next Saturday, I'm gonna enter next Saturday. I'm beating that motherfucker. I'm probably gonna win. How long you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Shit. I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh back in 2003, I think. 03, I think. Yeah, I was legit back then. You know, I was like back in the day. You know, we didn't have these link monsters and all these synchros and exceeds.
Damn, bro, you said link monsters with a hard R.
Like we can't just change our types whenever we want to. You know what I'm saying? Like back you know, call me conservative, but like I just don't believe in link monsters and synchros and all that other shit.
So you're telling me you can summon a monster from the extra deck using 2 monsters, and it doesn't matter what level they are, and neither of them have to be a tuner?
That's what I'm talking about, man. When you watch CNN, that's what they tell you, and I'm just like, come on, man, like. Wait, I hear you can activate monster cards from your hand on your opponent's turn. See, that's the shit I'm talking about, man. Like that's man. When Bush was president, none of this was going on.
Bro, did you hear they recently got traps that are hand traps? Like,
see,
bro, they gone full circle.
This generation, man. This generation, are men even men anymore? Like, come on, like, what are we saying?
Have you seen Cyber Slash Harky Lady? It's a synchro monster. It doesn't require a tuner. Bro, synchros aren't even synchros anymore, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Back in my day, all we had, I was playing a game when spell cards was called magic cards. It's magic. Yeah. They aren't spells. They're magic. This is magic.
Deck screener. I'll fix your game up, deck screener.
No, our king. We want the good old days. The good old days of Yu-Gi-Oh, man. When Yu-Gi-Oh was great again. You know what I'm saying? When Yu-Gi-Oh was great. Back when Yu-Gi-Oh was great. Those days.
Yeah.
Now it's just, I don't know, man. This ain't what it used to be.
God damn it.
Goddamn. I think I fought for this country.
I checked you back in, deck screener.
To play against, you can for other Yu-Gi-Oh cards to lay on top of other Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No.
Man, pause.
What do you mean you can put what the fuck is exceeds material? You just slapping other cards on top of other cards. Why do you got 5 cards on top of 1 card and it's black on top? I don't agree with that.
No Diddy, dude.
No, you see that? It was a video on TikTok I saw. It was like a conservative Pokemon trainer A
Oh yeah,
conservative.
I've seen this. I've seen this, bro. Yeah.
This heavy. I
Are you
was
telling
like,
me Arceus can change types? No.
like that shit was hilarious, bro. I was like, I know for a fact that that's the side of Yu-Gi-Oh that they don't want to show. Like a Pokemon they don't want to show.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, when he had like man, what was it? What was it? I think it was Jigglypuff. I think he got
Yeah.
bad, and he grew up and became a fairy type.
That shit was funny.
Why can't you just be normal?
Just be normal. Just be
Now you're a
normal.
fairy. Yeah, bro, this is too real.
Yo, you ever you ever used an Oculus headset before?
No, I haven't. I've seen him though.
Yo, so I have me and my homegirl. She was in here yesterday. Her name was like Diddler Bob. Me and her, we been playing
Damn.
yeah, we been playing Oculus, and they have a Yu-Gi-Oh game on there, but it's not that good though.
Okay.
Like I tried downloading the Yu-Gi-Oh VR, and that shit destroyed my computer. So I had to reset my whole PC.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not trying that
You
again.
have to reset your whole PC because of a Yu-Gi-Oh VR game.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah, it was-
when the Duel Links VR game comes out. Did you see that announcement?
Man, yeah, but okay. When is that actually coming out?
I got no idea, bro. I'm like, here's my thing about that game, bro. They're either gonna start it from fresh, or they're gonna put everything that's in Duel Links in that game. And I'm like, how are you gonna get that many animations? For all of these
Oh
games?
no,
It's not happening.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna just do Generation 1, or they might say, hey, look, we're gonna just grab all the like popular staples and obvious cards. Like I don't think it's gonna be a game where people can take like actually competitively serious. It's gonna be more so, hey, Giant Soldier of Stone with Accident Despair. It's gonna be very simple. It's gonna be like a simple. Cause I feel like when you try to even give it games like that, when you even try to give it layers, you mess it. It's gonna get all tangled up.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna be too big. They just can't.
hey
But
yo,
like, hey, whoa, what is that?
hey man, too big. Like shit, I never heard that before.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I'm sure you haven't.
you're like, yo, you're the perfect size. Like, I like, bro. That is not a compliment.
Uh-oh. You're still saying that shit. Stop saying that shit.
I hate that. That's like, bro. That's not a thank you. So it's like the worst compliment, quote unquote compliment I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big ones hurt. I'm all like,
Well, shut the fuck up. Leave. I'm done here. Although I haven't heard it, but I do not want to. Liar.
Can't wait for my legs to get sore standing for half an hour watching a solid combo.
You know, bro, you can just sit down with the VR. The game is much better. All right, game 3. So, do we want the hero of the channel, JB, or do we want the base deck, Resonator?
I'm going with JB, bro. JB to go.
JB got a really nice matte sleeves.
That's a Black King right there.
It's cold. It's literally icy, bro.
Yeah, bro. You listen. JB, you gotta change that napkin, bro. You gotta change that napkin.
But the napkin's working for him.
The napkin is the napkin do we napkin, but bro got a fancy tablecloth as a mat.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
Tablecloth.
Grandma's tablecloth. Hey, low key, I feel like that's low key like you could use it. You could make that like a staple. Like that's like your part of your identity. But like, Like you go to a Duel Links competition
Right.
and you just pull it with it like at like an antique grandma's mat and just like put it on the table like grandma's cloth. Like, you could low-key turn that into like a brand.
Yeah, this is JB's thing. He's like tablecloth for his thing.
I don't know. I feel like if I was ever like making in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, I feel like I would like as far as like real life competitions, I would be just so gimmicky. But like, I would just pull up with like fucking in a like a fucking elaborate ass like cosplay. I would just pull up in a Power. I would just pull up in a Power Rangers outfit and like just don't talk.
The only cosplays for Yu-Gi-Oh that I don't really want to see are Yugi ones. Not even because I don't really want to see Yugi cosplay, but because the wigs always disappear.
Yeah, they're never is like.
Because how are you gonna get that? How are you gonna get that right? Damn, the crow! No. Hold on. Are you speaking?
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay, I was worried that I cut out.
Oh no, you good. Yeah, bro. Celebrating greats. I don't know. Whenever I see a crazy starter board, I get so discouraged. I don't get challenged.
Whenever I see a crazy starter board, I feel thrilled. Like,
Look, every time I see one, I just say, bro, if I had Dark Hole, bro, this would be great.
damn. I played Unchained in Master Duel. The first year that Master Duel was out, it was like my main deck for a while. And like the best combo deck at the time was Tenyi Sword Soul, and they were putting up so many negates, and I just had all of these Unchained cards, and I was like, alright, rub my hands together, evil brain, getting it done, breaking board, and winning the game. That's what I like about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Listen, if I see something crazy, nah, give me some bunch of Dark Holes and a forbidden droplet. Listen, ain't nobody finna do nothing. And a skill drain. Give me a skill drain.
But what if they got Herald of the Arclight to prevent droplet and another like a spell negate to negate Dark Hole?
That's what, bro. I'm listening. That's why you gotta have kaiju's. Call it a day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're gonna have your opening hand is gonna be a kaiju, a droplet,
Dark Hole.
What do you think for the droplet?
Listen, we're not listen. You thinking too far. Look, hey, I'm living in the fantasy world right now.
Most decks in Duel Links have the same end boards, unlike Master Duel, kind of get boring. That's gonna be the most.
Hey, so
that's gonna be one of the dumbest, unintelligent things I ever heard. Like looking at every meta deck in Duel Links and being like, "Oh yeah, bro, they all end on the same end board." The fuck are you talking about? Yeah, bro. My Predaplant deck ends on Sunlight Wolf, Mirage, another Salamangreat in hand, and I can summon Link 4 on my opponent's turn in my Predaplant deck.
Same thing, yeah. Same thing,
yeah, bro. My Lyrilusk deck, dude, it can end on Herald of the Arclight and Quasar Dragon.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. What's
yeah, because they all got the same end board, right?
Okay, do you think if they added branded to Duel Links, would that be too much?
It would depend on how much they give it, and like I think if they locked branded fusion, the spell card, behind a skill that restricted them in some ways, I would be alright with it. But I don't know if I'd be okay with them giving Mirror.
Mm. Oh my, when Mary J first dropped, oh my, that shit was nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I know I talk shit about Meta, but like when Brandon first dropped, I was on it. Actually, no, it wasn't. I held out for a good 2 months, and then I said, you know what, fuck
Yeah,
it. I'm playing Mary J, and I loved it. Oh my god, I loved it so much.
I've I've seen a whole bunch of people who didn't really play Yu-Gi-Oh TCG, but then the branded structure that came out, they got it, and now then they just started having a whole bunch of fun with it. Because my thing is, bro, out of all the different kinds of players in the game, the ones that, like, there's the competitive ones that are gonna play a deck regardless of whether or not they enjoy it. But then there's also players who are just gonna play a deck as long as it's enjoyable to them. Doesn't matter if it's meta or not meta. If it's enjoyable to them, that's what they're gonna play. That's why I think Blue Eyes in the TCG is so good right now because it's fun. People enjoy it, and it's
Yeah, no. Got the Bane. Is I don't know. I feel like on this board, right? Whenever I use hot, maybe again I know we fucking up the combos, but when I use hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, I feel like it's not that good, or maybe I'm just not using it well. Wait, hold on, let me read the effect.
so Bane um, essentially allows you to have more damage on board, and also kind of fixing up lines for when you want to go into certain.
All right, so also when I be doing stuff and I don't be knowing what I'm doing, I'll play Crimson. So I'm pretty sure it's Crimson Rock, Crimson Gaia. Like I'll play something and
Yeah.
it'll just destroy all their monsters. What am I doing that's doing that? I don't know. Is it Crimson Gaia? Gaia?
Um, Sorry, what's the question?
It was like wait, hold on. Wait, you change up his yes, because I'll play something, and then when I play it, like not it's not Scarlet, Scarlet Archfiend. I know that one. You can activate the effect, but I'll do something and it'll just destroy the other person's like whole like monster field, their attack. I don't. It might be Scarred Red Dragon. I don't know. Or, it'll destroy their
Is it a
whole.
spell?
It might be Crimson Gaia that's doing that. I feel like it is because every time it does it, something activates automatically, or I don't know. I would just have to do it. I'm not experienced enough on the deck, but
Okay. All
once I
right.
get
So basically,
yeah.
the synchro monster, um, Scar Red Dragon Archfiend, um, if it's sent from the monster zone to the grave, not only do you get to get Red Dragon Archfiend from the extra deck, but you also get to destroy all the attack position, which opens
Mm,
up the Red Dragon Archfiend destruction deck if you go into it.
that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I need to see if I
So
can improve my
that's
deck a
awesome.
little bit.
There's probably going to be a Resonator player in the top four, so you can probably copy a deck from there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Why didn't you revive just regular Red Dragon Archfiend to destroy two defense?
Let's
Like,
see.
there could be a legitimate reason, and I would be happy to know. But that to me seems like a normal thing.
Sure, I think so.
Unless, he's keeping the Scarred on the field in case it gets removed in order to, like, counter remove. I think that's probably the reason.
Yo, JB, it ain't looking too
Like, you're gonna
spicy.
have lethal, couldn't you?
You gotta have
Ooh, spiritualism. That's good, because this can't be negated. Back in the day, there was a version of Resonators that could summon multiple. Um, what's the negate called? This is the background. Anyway, Resonators could summon multiple background negates, and
yeah.
people would tech in spiritualism in my tournaments just because that Resonator variant was so popular.
So, oh damn. So okay, so for Red Dragon, all right, people. I've been hearing conflicting things. People keep saying putting Roaring Soul in it, but I feel like whenever I try using it, Roaring Sword is just not work. Just doesn't work for me. But the new skill, I like the new skill.
Yeah.
So do you think Roaring Soul is better, or do you think the new one's better?
The new one's definitely better. Bro, the new skill can let you just pump out a level 8 for free. What do you like? You know what I mean?
On top of you can just or grab you can just activate a fiendish chain on the spot. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like,
it's a bro.
What
Some
is
dude
better than that?
Bro was playing Lyricist, had his whole board. I played a free fiendish chain, stopped it. No, not Lyricist. It was what the fuck was it? But I can't remember what it was. But it was a different it exceeds monster. And I was like, dude, I played that at the start of the match. Bro had a decent board, and I played Fiendish Chain off rip. Now, I can't remember what deck it was, but I'm pretty sure his combos was gonna be based off that Exceeds monster. Like what was gonna happen from then on. And I just played a free Fiendish Chain, and bro just quit. I said, bro, honestly, I didn't really have a good hand. I just played that Fiendish Chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, free Fiendish Chain.
Bro, you can just grab a staple from the deck, dude. Man.
That shit's kind of crack.
Jack happened to use it. I think the last time that happened was Aster Phoenix used to be able to grab MST from the deck.
Shit, I remember when people was using Destiny Hero. I ain't gonna lie. I like Destiny Hero. I would make a Destiny Hero deck, but
I like it too. I'm a fan of Destiny Hero. I don't like the rest of the heroes.
Yeah, I like what's it called? Destiny Hero. What's the one with the what's that evil hero? The one that has the animation. I think it's like the only one who has an animation that I know of. The one that's like purple.
In Destiny Heroes?
Yeah, Destiny Hero.
Plasma.
Hold on, let me see. Cause I low key like I high key like the animation of it. Destiny Hero. Is it Plasma? Pretty sure that's it. No, not Plasma. Plays Destiny Hero. Is it the Miser? Destiny Hero. Okay. Let's see. Yo, imagine if they added the Destroyer Phoenix on here.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. With that said, I might be okay with it as long as they don't add Destiny. They can have one, not the other. Just don't bring both. Because DPE cost is still a kind of a solid strategy right now. It's not like amazing, but like if you're playing through Grand Traps, you just spend on DPE, it's not that bad.
Listen, Destroyer Phoenix whooped my ass. Yo, bro got a full. Yo, JB. Is there a way for JB to get out of this?
Nope, he's good. He can like protect himself from destruction once or twice.
Damn.
But he's still taking all this thing. He's still taking all this from
Bro has the most full board I think.
4 synchros. Anytime someone's got 4 synchros on the board, I'm like, yeah, no.
4 synchros and 2 face downs.
And a card in hand. For goodness.
Damn. Shit, that's 2-1?
That's cool as hell. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll move on to someone we haven't watched yet.
GG's. Hey man, JB made hell of a fight, man. Hell of a fight. That was clean. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. You fought hard.
Whoa.
That's what he said. Whoa, what do you? All right. Like, what do you mean by that? Let's see. Bro don't want to. He don't want to go against my red dragon deck. You know, so that's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that?
95. Alright. Oh, Tacme Frog. Okay. Tacme Frog's up in here. So yeah, Starting Venom versus Galaxy Eyes? Question mark?
Aqueduct Prismatic. Like, okay. Galaxy Eyes. I hope this is Galaxy Eyes.
Hey, I hope so, but I feel like we're gonna get tricked. At least Parade of Flames going first. Because if Parade of Flames win second, GG's.
Beatrice sleeves. Attacking Frog at BC. What is the BC stand?
BC, Hey, also, apparently, rumor I heard they're adding a bunch of Duel Monster characters to Duel Links. Is there any truth to that?
I haven't actually looked at leaks recently, but I did see someone talking about maybe we're getting a whole bunch of new levels, like maybe the Duel Monster characters get to level 55 or something. Happy for that as well.
If they bring darts, imagine if they was able to like get the Silver Word Chronicles on the tier list. Oh my gosh, I would love it. Honestly, it ain't gotta be tiered.
Duel Links has proven that if they want something to be tiered,
oh yeah, no, oh god,
like 14 characters. Jeez, please, I'm about to have a look.
Yeah, like and if I promise you, I swear, watch it be a bunch of Rush Duel characters. I swear,
if it's Rush Duel characters, I'm like, bro, Konami, please.
I'm gonna be convinced. Listen, out of those 14, I guarantee you 9 of those are gonna be Rush Duel characters.
Well, I hope not. I'm about to find out.
Bro, they're pushing. They're definitely pushing Rush Duel. Like again, maybe I'm an old head, and like you ever see stuff, you're like, who's watching this? And it's just like, I mean, maybe I'm not watching it, and I can't comprehend people who are watching something. Like I'll be on like my little nephew. He watching some he watching some weird stuff. Maybe just my old brain. And I'm like, why does this creator have 5 million followers? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Not being a hater, but I was just like, it'd be like some 15-year-old kid doing some like cringy, where I'm like, why does this person have like, I don't get why is it being pushed?
Oh, I see what's happening, bro. It's not a level increase. Alright, so I see what's going on. We don't know what characters it is, okay? But here's the deal. Duel Monsters is getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13. Duel Monsters is getting like 13 more people. Sevens is getting 1 more people, and then Go Rush is getting 2 more. So Rush is getting 3 more, and then
Oh.
Duel Monsters specifically is getting 13.
Watch him add fucking Tristan. Wait, is Tristan on here? No, he's not on here. Is he on here?
Yeah, we got Tristan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, watch them
We
add
also
some.
had, like, there was a April Fool's back in the day in 2017. No, 2018 or 2017, one of those. I think it was 2018, where they had like a Tristan event where he would appear in Duel Worlds, duel him. But then you would press to duel him and he would disappear, and a whole bunch of Tristan would appear all over Duel Worlds, all over the world. And you couldn't duel any of them. You could just press them, and you would get a playmat with like 100 Tristans on it.
Look, like I said, I guarantee this. Okay, so I
That
thought
was back when they cared.
Yeah, now they don't give a fuck. Like now, I think at those characters, they might add. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they added some non-canon stuff. Like they added like Kaiba's like. Doesn't Kaiba have like another brother or something? Remember from the cyber little cyber arc? Didn't he have like
They do have another brother.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they added him.
You remember that he played?
Pretty follow Shin Bagda.
Shin Bagda.
Yeah, listen, give us Raphael. I'm telling you, Raphael in my eyes is the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie. I got Raphael as the GOAT of Yu-Gi-Oh! Keep it a buck. This man brought Yugi to his
Yugi?
Bro, he didn't only beat him. This man talk no jutsu'd him and beat him at the same time. Yeah.
You know, Yugi would have won if Raphael didn't talk no jutsu him. And let me say something about Naruto real quick. I know the chat is gonna get annoyed with me.
Hey man, look.
The only time Naruto ever talked no jutsu somebody in order to win was against Nagato. Every other time he talked no jutsu with them after beating their ass. Let me just.
Okay, so actually, he tried to talk. No, he talked no jutsu to Obito. Ten Tails Obito.
Yeah, that's what. No, he told no jutsu to Obito after beating his ass.
No. Remember, if you remember, Ten Tails Obito. If bro would have like if there was no talking, bro was whooping everybody. Like he was like they had no chance, and bro was all like, "This ain't like you, bro. This ain't you." And
I watched it recently, and he did beat him into submission.
Wait, what part? I'm gonna miss that part because they always get I remember they got like
him
a couple
Sasuke attacked him, and through attacking him, like Naruto was able to talk to him on a spiritual. And
yeah. They were fight. They were like there was no clear winner. Like there wasn't like I'm winning for sure. But once the talking started happening, that's when the tide changed.
But the attack would have put him in a position. Like the attack itself, the way I see it, if the fight had continued, Naruto, like at that point in time, Naruto was on the up, especially when he had Sasuke backing him up.
I might have to read.
So we can say it's mid fight.
I meant to bring this up to y'all. Y'all some liars. Oh, you and Weatherman, y'all some liars. Y'all was talking about Boruto was like number 1. That shit wouldn't even crack in the top 10 because the time it was. I remember. I think I was looking at it a couple days ago because Jujutsu Kaisen had ended and My Hero had ended, and those was like on top for a minute. And then what's the other show? A bunch of manga I've never heard of were like number 1. And I think Boruto was in the top 10 like once, and it was only one. It only was in the first place spot when Two Blue Vortex came out. and people they just wanted to see.
We were reading it like we were reading it every month on the same website, and on that website, he was number one every month,
Cause I was
and I
looking
think it
at
still
like
is.
20.
Uh,
Fuck it.
Although I
Okay,
do have to point in my, I do have to mention, Boruto is listed as two separate manga. So if you're looking at like regular like Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations, that one isn't in the top because it's not active. But at the same time, Naruto also isn't in the top 10 because it's also not active.
look, I was looking at 2024 top 10 selling manga of 2024. Number 1 is Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 2 is One Piece. Number 3 is Fear and Zen. Number 4, the Apocalypse.
We're looking at like we're not looking at sales necessarily. We're looking at like viewership because Boruto being monthly online viewership, for it to be like at the stage that it was, which was number one in terms of viewership, for a whole month with only one chapter dropping as opposed to the rest of them having four chapters dropping a month, was kind of ridiculous. And I do want to also say that um, the other manga, they have volumes dropping faster, so they're going to get more money. Like they have more volumes dropping per year, and Boruto has less volumes dropping, but it gets more viewership. So it's going to make less money, but it still gets more viewership.
Well, again, like so, if we're looking at 2024, Jujutsu Kaisen and One Piece dominated in manga sales and viewership. Like, there is no world you can tell me that Boruto is more popular than Jujutsu Kaisen or One Piece. In any like, there's no metric
One Piece,
that you could give me.
I'm not gonna say it's more popular than One Piece. But Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah, I can't say that.
No, hell, listen, I am a Naruto Boruto fan, D Rider. I'm a double hand, go crazy with it. But I don't think there's no. If you was to like make a poll online, be like, which one would you rather watch right now? If a new season dropped today, a new season of JJK or a new season of Boruto. There is no world where I would see people say, I want a new season of Boruto over JJK. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it.
I think it depends on the community that gets polled. I think it depends on the community that gets polled. Because if you polled America, they probably would vote Jujutsu Kaisen. But if you polled Japan, they would definitely not.
I don't know, because look, if you look at it, it's all like, all right, if we say, okay, if we look at what's
at the same time, the way that like Jujutsu Kaisen story ended up going, a lot of people are like, man, fuck that, it's not even good.
Look, hey, again, I don't think Boruto's gonna ever have the fights, or at least, example, I don't think Boruto's gonna ever have a fight that's gonna top Sukuna versus Gojo. Like they wouldn't have a fight that's gonna top that. Like even just like a couple fight with Yuta's fights, no spoilers. The fights that he gets into, I don't think Boruto might have. I think Boruto's final fight could compare to maybe. I think it could probably compare to Kashimo versus Hikari, or maybe. I don't see any of their fights or their just like story, like eclipsing Gojo versus Sukuna. Like, if people say, hey...
So, Jujutsu Kaisen is about fighting. Jujutsu Kaisen is, like, about fighting. Dragon Ball is about fighting. Naruto and Boruto are political and interpersonal, story-based shows that use fighting as a method by which to, like, talk, to like, demonstrate their people's views. So the fights aren't the main focus. But that said, Kakashi versus Obito is one of the best choreographed fights ever.
Oh yeah, and that's why I said, yeah.
Naruto versus Ishiki is incredible, and Naruto versus Sasuke is. I got all of the times they fought are.
I would argue part 1 Naruto Sasuke is better than part 2. Like that one, that's the part the final fight though, when he fought at the end of the series. I would argue I would argue Valley of the End part 1. Yeah, and only reason why, because I remember I made a video about that like years ago,
It's
and
more
people
of
were
a
just
fight.
yeah,
It's more
people
of a
just
fight. In the second one, they're like essentially throwing jutsus.
yeah, like mind you, and I'm again, I'll prefer. I'm a hand to hand combat mostly type like watcher. Like I like to see the and people say, well, they did do hand to hand combat, and did you not watch it? Yeah, for like 30 seconds, and then they went to fucking kaiju's. Like,
I think like the fighting in Naruto, like when it's hand to hand combat, like is fantastic, and the
oh, it's
kaiju's are more like it's it's something cool to look at. They're not as focused on the hands as something like Jujutsu Kaisen would be. However, there is a lot of hands going on in the fight against Momoshiki, and it is mostly hands in the Naruto versus Ashiki.
So hey, I don't listen. Again, I don't blame people who haven't read it, and I can't be like, well, you just don't get it. The Gojo versus Sukuna fight has literally everything you could possibly ask for in a fight. Like there is not a single aspect that's not there in that fight. And when I tell you when that fight gets animated, there is like, mind you, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say I was a Gojo hater, but I was always in the space where I said, if Gojo didn't have Infinity, he wouldn't be all that. Like he would still be like one of the strongest, but he wouldn't be as cocky as he is if he didn't have Infinity. I was proven sorely wrong. Like I was proved wrong immediately.
Okay.
Cause
I've always felt like he was him. Like without it, it's just that having it pushed him to a realm where where he wouldn't be otherwise. You know,
okay,
like
I put it.
Kakashi is him. Kakashi's him, but if you take away the Kamui, then he has to train to become better. And right now, I don't know if you have ever read the novels. Kakashi now is like technically stronger than when he had Kamui.
I read the
But
Kakashi
you know, he had to get back to that.
in the Lightning Sky. Bro did a mud wall so goddamn big. I said, damn.
I'm so glad you read it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you
No,
read that, bro.
Kakashi. Listen, and I feel like when you tell people that, their minds can't grasp it. There is no way, bro. Lost his mind, get killed Sharingan. You're saying he's stronger with other. The Sharingan the Sharingan was more so of a hacks to him. Him losing the Sharingan, it was kind of like I lost a hacks, but I gained immeasurable power. So it's like
yeah, he had to because he was like using it as a crutch, kind of like
for sure.
Rely on it anymore. He had to go back to the things that he was inherently good at, and once he focused on what he himself is good at, he was able to reach the utmost peak of what he's capable of.
Yeah, bro. Listen. Yeah, Kakashi with no Sharingan is nasty. Yeah, definitely like but yeah, no, I really wish they would like. I'm not gonna lie, like when they did animate, when Boruto did animate like novel material, I was like, but y'all choose to animate the fucking T-Rex shit. I was like, bro, I get the Naruto. Like, I feel like they just.
I don't know if you've read it, but they actually the anime fucked that arc up because they took out a lot of the important shit.
Yeah, and it's like honestly, it just got memed to death. It's like, why is Sasuke fighting a Velociraptor?
The thing is, bro, he's not trying to kill them because he's
he's just I get that
to accomplish his mission, and everyone out here is like, oh, he's losing to dinosaurs. He's not losing to dinosaurs. What are we looking at the same thing?
My issue is, I just didn't. I was like, out of all the material you could have grabbed, like out of all the great novel material, yeah, exactly. Kakashi one, y'all could have. Honestly, I wouldn't even mind the Shikamaru. Like, y'all grabbed all this, y'all chose to pick this, and then the one that y'all did pick, y'all fucked it up.
Yeah, right. I think it was good up until right after like Sasuke, like that one scene with Sasuke making a Earth style ring for Sakura. That was awesome, and then the rest of the arc.
Yeah, no, it was definitely
for that reason I didn't finish watching it because I read the manga version of it, I didn't need the anime version. You know what I mean?
Yes. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 9, 2, 2, 4, 1.
But also, the fights in Naruto tend to be more hands based anyway, because of
Gosh, I can't
jutsu
watch it.
absorption.
Hold on. Fuck, what I do wrong? Okay, maybe I gotta go to
If you
spectate.
can't watch it, just go to the replays. Just go to the replays and watch the replays instead,
Okay, bet.
because they didn't turn spectates on.
No, okay. Yeah, no, it's definitely. If we're talking like I said, I think Boruto. So that's the issue. Once Boruto included the whole ninjutsu absorption, so I feel like they didn't learn from they didn't learn from the mistake that Dragon Ball learned from. Dragon Ball learned the whole absorbing key thing with the androids. Bad idea. It kind of defeats the purpose of a lot of shit. Like with Super Android 17 from GT, they're like, why would they add like something like it's like they learned. I ain't gonna say they learned, but they didn't do it as often. But now your main show, every character. Go ahead.
I disagree with the fact that it's not like you can't use jutsus. It's just that what you can't spam them. You just have to use them at good timing, which makes the fights more engaging to watch. You know, like you have to weave in your jutsus rather than just spamming them.
Yeah.
Like you could do in part one.
But it's not like
So, and because of this, there's a balance between hands and jutsus in Naruto fights.
Well, I was thinking like, okay, cause the way I was looking at it was, okay, the ninjutsu absorption, okay, that's gonna make them go hand to hand combat. That's what I want. Like, I've never been a fan of giant spirit bomb jutsus. That's just not been my thing. Like for example, I like watching Fate Stay. Fate Stay Night is one of my favorite series. I like Fate Stay Night because their fight scenes are goated. Like I love their fight scenes. So it's like when I heard about ninja absorption, this could be I was looking at it as a good thing. But when I saw it in practice, I wasn't really impressed by it because it's like, what happened is whenever that got introduced, they just nerfing Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto, I guess they can't just do nothing. Well, why is this robot able to absorb Naruto's fucking not Odama? Is that a fucking Odama? That's not Odama. That's a fucking giant Rasengan. Like, why is a robot able to do that? Naruto's a fucking god level character.
She wasn't. She wasn't able to do it. That's the thing. She couldn't do it. She exploded.
Yeah, and again, I feel like with context
the
with
thing is, I don't think I think most of the people that like have something bad to say about Naruto are usually either not watching what they are seeing in front of them, or they're only seeing pieces of it on TikTok. Like, the context of the Naruto versus Delta fight is Naruto is trying to get information, so he's not even really trying that hard. He's just trying to get some information, and she even picks up on that fact. They blatantly say it, and then when he figures out that he can't really get any information, he's like, all right, well, time to pump you full of chakra and blow you up, and he did.
Hey yo. But no, but okay.
What made me say that?
Okay, so I can't remember I'm a Boruto defender and I'm a core defender. I'm more of a core defender than a Boruto defender.
You're a core defender?
Yeah, I'm
glad that we met then. I'm
listen,
a core defender too.
I'm a ultra core defender because again, I swear, like with Boruto, there's room to. I feel there's room to argue, but in Korra, I feel like the fans are so disingenuous, bro. It makes me want to cry. Like,
I do think that there are legitimate criticisms to be had of Naruto. Even though for me right now, it's my favorite. Naruto is my favorite. But I have my criticisms of it. Korra though, people are just like, she's not Aang. Okay.
That is the whole that's the whole like. And people, and it's like they be thinking it's like a gotcha moment, because they'll be like, "Well, Aang did all this at 3 years old," and I'm all like,
I'm like, yeah, they're different characters with different story arcs. So,
yeah, and I'm
what?
And it's like people trying to say, well, it's like the example with Naruto is like, okay, I'm gonna let you this quick, I'm reversing on you. What other Avatar at 9 years old could have done that? Could done with the Endgame? None of them. Okay, so what's your point? So what point are you trying to make right now? Like,
Also, to me, how powerful somebody is doesn't necessarily make a good story. Me personally, bro, doesn't matter how powerful Goku or Jinwoo is, the story is not improved.
Hey, listen, my boy, listen, I can't listen. Jinwoo, that's a black king. I can't let you say nothing, okay?
I'm alright with him. I'm alright with him, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like there's a much of a story going on.
Oh, no, listen. Solo Leveling,
It's a show you watch for the fights. It's not a show you watch for the story.
And I really feel like they make it clear.
Are for the story.
Oh, okay, slightly off topic. Me and my boy had an argument yesterday. And listen, keep it up. Hey, if you disagree, keep it a buck. I want you don't just be trying to just keep it a buck with me. I said.
Yeah.
I already know you're gonna disagree, but fuck it, we're gonna go with it. All right. I said.
All right.
Adventure Time is better than Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I haven't finished it. But I know the direction it's going, so I can agree.
I was cause we was like I feel like when you people who's like, cause I think when Adventure Time was like coming out, people were like, oh, it's a fun little cute little show. Oh, it's so entertaining. I love Jake. But then it's like
hiding
slowly,
what it really is.
Yeah, like the show just gets darker and darker and darker, and it's like,
if
oh.
You watch it, you also see that like there are hints in the early episodes as well of what the show really is.
Like, I like it because it's just like it starts out as this kid friendly show, and then turns into this dark, twisted, fucked up show. And I'm all like, I said, yeah. I love it. And he was like, man.
I think it's actually fantastic when a show grows up with its audience.
Yeah, and I think that's probably
Harry Potter, Adventure Time, Naruto. They grew up.
Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma.
One Piece didn't.
You see, I'm dead wrong, Cap. Okay, Shadow Clone, tell me what I'm wrong. Tell me, give me a little.
I just want to say before. I saw the Shadow Clone you said earlier, but we all know that when we get to the final battle of Kawaki versus Boruto, it's going to be peak. I agree, but only if Kawaki stops being a troll.
No.
Boruto,
Kawaki's
any fight with Boruto. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Kawaki's definitely gonna like. He's already leveled up, didn't he? No, that was Code. Code had. What did Code just get not so long ago? He got.
Kawaki's in the process of leveling up, but he still needs to.
He needs to grow up.
I don't know if him leveling up is going to put him on par. Yeah, he needs to grow up. Exactly. See, that's the perfect way of saying it. He might be leveling up, but against Barto's still going to stun him, bro.
Well, okay. So here's the issue. I don't think he's going to stun him only for the fact it's like, okay. Let's say you like, you were. Let's say in Kawaki's position. You became damn near the strongest on Earth with little to no effort. And it's all like, if I'm damn near, if I am the strongest on Earth, and like, mind you, I mean, again, I get Sasuke's around, and Boruto's still training, but so they're out of the picture. They're in hiding right now. So as far as the rest of the world knows, I'm the strongest on Earth. I don't have to get better because I'm so strong. I am. It's the Gojo thing. He's Gojo in the series. At that point, I don't like. Even though Gojo decided to train and get stronger, once Gojo mastered RCT and all the other shit and mastered the limitless technique.
That's true, but while that might be the case, he's not trying to fight with people. Yeah,
he's not. But it's
he
like
wants to kill every Suzuki. What if two of them pop up at the same time and jump him? What's he gonna do then? And
that's the part where I said he needs to grow up. I think he's looking at life. And I can't blame him, bro's a teenager. If I was 16 years old and I'm stronger than everyone on Earth, in my mind, my ego is through the roof. Like, I don't have to get better.
Also, Weatherman and I have also had a conversation about why his mindset is the way it is. Because for him, not only does he not want to train because he feels like he doesn't have to, he's actually making it mental acrobatics on purpose to avoid training, because to him, training is linked to the trauma that Jura put. No, not Jura. Was it Jura? No, Jigen.
No,
Jigen.
Jigen.
The
Jigen.
trauma that Jigen put him under. Like,
Jigen hit up.
bullied him with
Bro.
training, so he's also trying to avoid that trauma.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's definitely a thing, and I don't want to get too deep in it, but I definitely think that's a real thing in real life, in that culture.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I like Boruto characters, because their psychology actually plays a part in their stories.
Like I've talked to people in real life.
Oh yeah, Damien is definitely.
Oh no, Damien. Oh, I forgot all about Damien. Yo, Damien is.
I don't think that no amount of training is gonna save a lot of people.
Listen, Damien is. I'm not gonna lie. Like I do like Damien. Like Damon's a shit talker. Damien is all like, bro, Bill, what you gonna do? Like, I love Damien, but it's just like. I like characters like okay, you know what? I like characters like who's just around. Like, I think characters like him work better than characters like Beerus or Whis, because like in Dragon Ball I don't like that that Whis and Beerus are around all the time, because I feel like to a degree it takes away the danger, because like even in
there's no stakes.
Yeah, because
there's
but
no
Damien.
stakes in Super.
But Damon's like, I don't care. Like, no, I actually don't care. Like, do what y'all gonna do. Like,
yeah, everyone has to just try to be on Damon's good side. That's the goal.
Bro, it's so funny when we talk about Boruto characters.
And all you have to do is give him a Nintendo Switch and he'll be okay.
Oh God, literally.
Where Boruto just plays a Nintendo Switch game with Damon, like, what the?
Well, yeah. It's so funny that it's so hilarious when you try. Mind you, I like to make the Naruto fans mad. Again, people so maybe like 3 years ago, I made a bunch of Naruto content, like straight Naruto content, and
yeah.
Mind you, again, people like back then, about almost 4 years ago, people like the mainstream Naruto fans was not reading Boruto. Like, they were like, 'cause at this point, people were still on Boruto's a brat. I'm not reading that shit. Boruto's just a brat. I'm like, all you have to do is get past Boruto the movie. Just get past Boruto the movie, and those complaints quickly go away.
Bro, the very next arc.
Damn near the next episode.
The concept is character development.
Listen,
right.
I want to see the next arc, the next episode.
Low key, yeah, for real. And to be honest, Boruto learned his lesson in the movie.
Yeah, at the end of the movie. Yeah, at the end of the movie.
You're just not paying attention. You're just not paying attention, bro.
Okay, so I did a video last week or week before. I said current Boruto. If I say Kid Boruto, I know there's people gonna be like, well, actually, Minato is smarter and he's just faster. I gotta restart my game. This shitty ass fucking.
Oh, bro.
So I did current Boruto versus Minato. Mind you, me and you both know that is a slaughter fest. That match is over in under 0.3 seconds. But
because Minato is not stronger than him, but he is too fast, probably. Unless Boruto goes into Karma, where he gets a speed buff.
Okay. You look, you gotta look at all this, right? Minato doesn't have the DC or the AP to go against Boruto. So Boruto could stand there and Minato could hit him with the strongest Rasengan he has, and it's not gonna hurt him. It might mess his clothes up a little bit.
But only if Boruto focuses first. Like if Minato could catch him lacking and then kill him, because not like maybe Boruto's not focusing his chakra on his. But as long as Boruto either has Karma on or focuses his chakra on his skin, then he is powerful enough to just withstand whatever.
But one thing is they do that anyway. Like it's They
do that, but like not when they're like chilling. Boruto probably is right now, just because of the fact that he's been trying to survive this whole time.
Yeah, okay, but then like, okay, if he just dropped him in the story right now, then that's different. But like, if we're someone just regular, put him in a battle arena and say, okay, y'all two fight. People are like, well, Minato has the flying Raijin. What is his answer to that? I'm all like, the fact that you just said that. The fact that you just said, like, again, I know Boruto has flying Raijin. Spoiler. Again, the only difference is
it's not the same jutsu. It's similar though.
well, it's just like I think Boruto's version just
You also
isn't.
can't do it as quickly.
Yeah, his isn't as like
It
it's
has
like
upsides and downsides.
yeah. So I was like, honestly, Boruto, like I really feel like people the issue with versus battles, it just comes down to who do I think is cooler, and who do I like more, and the fact that Boruto, the Boruto wins without trying. Like, if we again, people hate statements. I mean, mind you, I don't mind statements. Like I think statements are for a reason. The writer put statements in the show for a reason.
You have to use the context. There have to be context, and if a statement is proven wrong by events, then we have to prefer the events. But if there's only statements, we do have to take them into consideration.
No, yeah, but in the context of Boruto, right?
Just write it for no reason.
look at Boruto. When they say,
So you think Itachi loses to Boruto? Shadow Clone God? Bro, Itachi is definitely losing to Boruto. That is not even a question, bro. He's definitely losing to Boruto. I'm sorry.
Bro, but it like comes down to like a lot of these like Naruto versus Boruto characters. I get that we are attached to Naruto. We like Itachi. We like Minato. We like Hashirama. We like Madara. There are cool characters that we love and we like. But Damon would watch all of them without trying.
Yeah.
And you're like...
Damon would watch all of them.
Yeah, so it's like, well, he's a little kid. I'm like, okay, if you haven't watched it or read it, say that before we start talking.
Just say that.
Because if...
Just say that.
I get it. Madara, cool armor, red eyes, can do cool stuff, can make a skyscraper Susanoo. How the heck is this little kid gonna beat him? I'm just like, bro.
With his hands.
Yeah, with his bare hands.
And with his feet.
like again, like that's the point. Like before I start arguing, it's like look, Damon's is just gonna grab Madara by his hair and just smash it into the ground until he's dead. Like
it's gonna be like the Loki and the Hulk. Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. Like yeah, no, but it's like I get it. Madara's cool though. Madara's a cool character. How could he lose against Boruto characters? No, yeah, we did, but for some reason we can't. Let me go back. We can't watch the. Wait. Let me go back because they said they already started. So we gotta just wait until. Oh wait. They finished. Hold on.
Yeah, they finished their best of 3.
Did you want to watch the third one, or you want to go to the
I
next
sent
one?
you another code.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, we can just go to the next. We don't need to see all of these goddamn salads. I'm not Shadow Clone God. Ada, you say that she's dog walking the Naruto verse, but we don't know if she has any offensive abilities. She just has the perfect defensive ability, but the issue is it doesn't work in Otsutsuki. So for all we know, with no offensive ability, Kaguya would probably be, but she is an Otsutsuki. But we don't know what she can do offense, and we don't know if she has any other defensive. That's the issue with Ada. But Ada also said to Damien not to reveal the rest of his powers, so we have reason to believe that both of them have hidden abilities.
Let's see, we got the heroes. Okay. We still got some hero players left.
Yeah, I think this is the first hero player we see today.
Hey man, listen, it's a good day. I like seeing the hero players die out, man. It just warms my heart.
Yeah,
It warms my heart.
yeah, me too. I'm okay with that as well because like I know that there's a lot of people who love heroes. Not me, but a lot of people who love heroes who are tired of the mirror matches, tired of everyone hating on it, and so this is why I like that Synchrons is like Rogue because nobody gets to hate on it, and I don't get to play so many mirror matches.
Look, I need Void Ogre real bad.
Yeah,
I need Void Ogre so bad. Oh my god, I've been trying to get that shit for like a week, and they would not give me that
I had
SR.
two Void Ogres, and I wanted a third, so I spent an SR Dream on it.
Bro, I really wish they would add trading on the Yu-Gi-Oh, but they're like, what? Like Pokemon, I get maybe because Pokemon is so profitable, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. They're like, yeah, we can afford for y'all to trade.
It's because like their main moneymaker is their alternate art, and the alternate like because you can play Pokemon TCG Pocket for free just with your 2 or 3 free packs a day, like just by getting your 4 Diamond EXs. So that's fine, but the fact that people gotta spend so much money to get their like 2 stars and 3 stars and crowns and shinies, they're gonna get all that money anyway. If Duel Links prioritize like alternate arts or skins and stuff like that, they'll be making more money and they could make the game more free to play.
Yeah, that's true. Someone just said, how do you feel? Shadow Clone said, how do you feel about Sadara getting her Mangekyo so easily? I can say that about almost everybody.
I also want to say, like, kind of cap. If you look at everyone who has had their Mangekyo activate, it's because of traumatic experience. Did you read that chapter? That's a pretty goddamn traumatic goddamn thing.
Okay. So, and then people was all like, again, people who don't read it, they be like, bro, she should be able to have her Mangekyo Sharingan. They literally explained in the manga that, and I think either Obito or Madara said it, or fucking Toby Rama said it. He was like, literally, love is stronger than hate. So yes. So the fact that she felt that much love, that awakened her Mangekyo Sharingan. So her getting it, like, it's not like it's not like ridiculous. Because they already explained like her love was just so strong. They already explained that love is stronger. So her getting that love, or her like feeling that love awake, and her being able to, that's how she awakened her Sharingan in the first place. Oh wait, because she awakened it by meeting Sasuke.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, so it's
this is what I feel like Sarada's purpose is in terms of like connecting her to the rest of her family, is she's meant to break the generational curse, because Sasuke is also trying to break the generational curse. She's going to be the completion of the generational curse of the Uchiha being broken. Like everyone else has had so much hate that it overwhelmed them. Sarada getting it through love is healing for the family.
And, I agree with that, because I think by the time Sasuke tried to fix that cycle, it was kind of like, all right, the damage has already been done. Like, the damage has been done. He's already kind of done some bullshit.
And now he hates himself, and he can't forgive himself, so he still has that healing left to do. But she has a fresh slate. She can heal the family.
Yeah, she can kind of change. She can like change the name of the Uchiha. Like she can. Come on, thing is Sasuke. He's doing it, but it's off the back of my bad. And it's like I'm forgiving you.
Definitely wants to be the Hokage.
So I do. And one thing also I don't like. One thing. Like, I know Sadara has got, she got that moment with, she fought against Ten-Tail. Was it the Ten-Tails clone? Which one was that one? She had that one little moment when she fought against the Ten-Tails thing, and like the little, she dodged the Chidori and that little, I just feel like a woman Uchiha who's powerful and is a main character should be on screen more often. Like, and Sadara is not some bump character. Like, I like Sadara. Like, first of all, Sadara's my main on Storm 4. Like I like Sarda.
Good shit.
I used to spam those fucking shurikens, the lightning shurikens, but I feel like she
Weatherman and I have been theorizing what her ability is because the new chapter drops, and there's a lot of things it could be.
Yeah, I want them, and then also I don't really care about Konohamaru. Like they're like, we don't even see Konohamaru anymore. I'm like, who asking for him? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not asking for Konohamaru. Me
keeps
personally,
being on screen and he keeps making me pissed off. I keep getting annoyed about Konohamaru.
I don't have a problem.
Here's the thing, bro. Like Kawaki might need to grow up, but Konohamaru might just be an idiot. There's nothing you can do about it, bro.
And to be honest, I feel like the potential of Konohamaru early on was so high, and then they kind of just like, I'm not gonna say they didn't go anywhere. I think if we take away Kawaki, we take away Sarada, what's the other guy? Snake guy.
Mitsuki.
We take away Mitsuki. We take away all the prominent MC characters of Boruto. Konohamaru is probably number one, or number two. He's definitely top 2 or 3. Like outside of Kakashi, outside of the Boruto cast and Kakashi, I would put Konohamaru as the number 1 strongest.
He's like the strongest
regular guy.
Jonin, which it does say something when he is also being compared to Naruto's generation.
Yeah, so it's not fair.
Jonin, but he's the strongest active one.
Yeah, so it's like he's not weak by any measure.
My issue is not necessarily with how strong he is, because he has proven that he is. My problem with Konohamaru is the way that they write him, and it makes me appreciate the way that they write Kakashi even better. Because in the Land of Waves arc, they show that Kakashi's strength is insane, but it does have very clear limits. If it was a 1v1, he would have lost in that arc, but it wasn't. But he was able to do a whole bunch of cool shit anyway, showing that he's stronger than his team. Even if he's not stronger than Naruto, he's more capable than Naruto. It shows that he deserves to be sensei. Whereas Konohamaru, the whole time, Sarada is just the one who should obviously be leader the whole time.
Yeah, true. Okay, speaking of Land of Waves, I didn't see too much conversation. So do you think in a one-on-one fight, like serious fight, the Land of Waves Kakashi, if he fought against Haku, do you think Haku could have won?
Yeah.
Okay, I do too. Cause I was like, yo, Haku, and then people again, people's context clues. They was like, bro, how could you say that? Literally, Naruto beat him. Oh, my bad. This generation, man, I tell you what,
bro. I still think, bro, him, her, I don't even know anymore.
These are here go by him, her, they, thems. I don't know what. All I know is like there's 2 genders. Nigga, I'm gonna just throw in a fucking cowboy hat and a fucking camouflage jacket and be like, I tell you, listen.
Shinoda knew what he was doing.
Well, there you go again, trying to make our kids gay. Like, no, like Haku was definitely like a goated character. Like I like Haku a lot. Like even as a kid, I was like,
I think that arc generally is a perfect arc, and even better, it's a perfect first arc.
Oh, and I love
scene for the whole series.
It does because it shows like what Naruto has to. As far as just the rivalry between Naruto and Sasuke, we get to see early on. This is who Naruto has to go against the rival, like an Uchiha, a guy who like, bro, when he fought against the fucking legendary, they were like famous Chunin, and he beat both of them without anything. This dude's a Genin, and he beat two well-known Chunin in the land of fucking Flay in the Fire. Like these are two well-known people that people have had problems against in the past. And this Ginning straight out the academy whooped both of them with no effort, with no jutsus, no Sharingan. Yeah. And that set the tones like, wow, okay, this is who Naruto has to go up against. Like at some point, like once we saw it, like damn, Naruto got a way to go. Naruto has a ways to go. And even Naruto
also
himself
shows the.
What?
It shows the themes with Naruto's. It shows the themes as well, like what the story is about. You know, like Shinobi feeling like they're fools, and like having hold on, what are they named? Haku and Zabuza. Haku and Zabuza, like they're almost mirroring, but also not the same as Naruto and Sasuke, because Haku doesn't give a damn for what Zabuza thinks, but he's gonna be loyal to him forever.
Yeah.
But Zabuza feels like Haku is a tool for him. But also because he feels like he himself is just a tool for whoever pays him. And Sasuke, like Naruto will never give up on Sasuke.
Which kind of made me mad. Not gonna lie, that made me mad.
But Sasuke sees Naruto as delusional because he thinks he wants a better world. He thinks that Sasuke could be redeemed. But this is also the same way Zabuza is like projecting his beliefs on someone else. Sasuke is also projecting onto Naruto because Sasuke believes he cannot be. Sasuke believes he himself can't be redeemed. That's his internal struggle. But Naruto can at least see that, so he's not going to give up on it. Because if Naruto gives up on Sasuke, then nobody believes in Sasuke.
Listen. Undead.
Naruto's trying to fight again.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I remember I've had conversations with my boys years ago about Naruto and Sasuke's little friendship. Listen, Undead, if we become lifelong friends, become a dog. If you start trapping, committing crimes, you start doing all kind of shit. I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna do my part. I'm like, hey man, you good? You straight? Like, what's going on? Like, bro, we used to play Duel Links together. We used to like have fun.
Wait a minute, bro. You're not gonna be doing it with me?
No.
You're not gonna be doing it with me, bro?
I'm probably gonna tell on you. Hey, look, listen.
Somebody.
Look, listen. I remember my first job. I remember my homeboy. He's a good guy, bro. Got a amazing life now. But on his path, he said, bro, if you're my friend, you wouldn't do these things to jeopardize me if you know what I got going on. He was like, don't make me have to tell on you. That's the coldest line I've ever heard. Listen, I said I live by that shit. I live by that line to this day. Don't put me in a position to where I have to like be that guy. Like, cause ain't no way.
And I agree. I think any reasonable person shouldn't do what Naruto did. But there's a context that's important that explains why it's okay for Naruto to do it.
Man, listen.
Naruto himself, there's nobody in the world that actually understands Naruto. Sasuke is literally the only person he can relate to.
Bro's in a toxic relationship.
That's the way it was for a long way.
But no, no.
He
It
sounds look at the outcome. Sasuke is healed because of it. If you look at adult Sasuke, you're like, yeah, good job, Naruto.
He healed because he got beat up.
Created a loving father. You see how his chin isn't pointy anymore.
Listen. If Naruto would have lost that fight, Sasuke would be a fucking tyrant right now. Like the talking don't do.
Yeah.
Like it all comes down to, can you whoop me though? Like, and Naruto said I can. So if Naruto would have lost,
yeah, I can.
Yeah, it would have been over with. Sasuke would have been fucking the next.
They were kind of equally powered. They were kind of.
Hell no! Hey, whoa! I'm gonna stop you. No.
Hold on.
Undead. I gotta stop you right there.
Let me cook.
I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
All right. Okay. So importantly, Naruto does have 9 tails,
Yeah.
but Sasuke technically also has 9 tails and all of the rest of the tails. Um, that's one thing. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Second thing, they both have a Sage of Six Paths power up, and that power up is so big that the rest of it is almost not important. But of course, at this point, Naruto is still way more powerful because he himself is Naruto.
Yeah.
But
Remember what y'all remember,
crazy ass hack.
y'all remember what the name of the show is? It ain't called Sasuke.
Yeah, I actually got it. Like I rewatched Shippuden recently, and Naruto did not lose. Shut up, God. He didn't. He like we it was on the screen. He won the fight. But
yeah,
um,
yeah.
but
No,
but but I rewatched Shippuden recently, and I saw a really damn good mathematical thing for me. So we know Kakashi is like 4 times stronger than the average person on the final battlefield, um, like in the war. Um, and when Kakashi was training Naruto to master a new jutsu in Shippuden, like what wound up being the Rasen Shuriken, he said to him that he himself had like a hundred times, like he was like Kakashi only had 4% of what Naruto had at that moment. But he also said that Kurama being inside of him, Kurama was literally nerfing him, and that Naruto would actually be 100 times stronger if Kurama wasn't actively holding his own power away from him. So when he gets KCM1, he's only getting Kurama's power. He's not even getting his own power back. So
yeah.
KCM2 is actually mostly Naruto getting the power that actually belongs to him in the first place.
That's
That's
true.
the crazy thing. Most of Naruto's power comes from him. Kurama's mainly giving him abilities and a little bit of a buff.
All right. So this is the part where we add context, right? This part where we add some little more context to the conversation. So people who might say, well, Sasuke was stronger or they were equals, right? All right. Context says.
I think
Well,
they were equal in fight, but Naruto's obviously strong.
Okay. We're talking about. Okay, I'm talking about straight power wise, like Naruto in that final fight.
Power than Naruto's way stronger than him.
Okay, how about cause I think people look at even not just Naruto when they watch other fights, right? If somebody loses, it's not always because the other person was stronger. The context of some fights is like with Sasuke had clear killer intent. Like Sasuke was like, and that's the issue with like when we do like versus battles, like example like I think I mentioned to you with Aang versus Toji. I'm not saying Toji would win. I'm not saying Aang or well I would like if I would say I would say actually I don't know. Okay, I do think Aang might still win that fight, but I think Toji, who's a character who's a ruthless person, who's also still equally as smart. He's not just some mindless brute. Like he's like hyper intelligent, with also has killer intent. Versus someone like Aang, who's a pacifist. That passiveness, you might be stronger. You having that passiveness and not willing to go that killer route might get you killed. You may be stronger, but the fact that one person has killer intent while the other person is like, I don't want to do that. I just want to subdue him. Your goal to subdue is gonna get you killed. If Aang said, I'm trying to
has like less subduing ability when he's fighting against somebody that isn't a bender.
Yeah, so it's like cause I think again, I didn't know Avatar fans, I didn't know how insane y'all think that how strong y'all think Aang is. Like I did a video. Like I told you last time, I did a video against current anime Sung Jin Woo versus Aang, and they were like, "Is this even a question? Aang bodies. What are we talking about right now?" And I was like,
And is not going to take away the bending from everybody.
bro
They
said
don't
they
have bending.
can. Bro said that Aang could spirit bend all of his shadows. I was like, y'all don't watch your own show.
Yeah, that is the funny thing.
Hey,
That's something I noticed.
Hey, wait, real quick,
Most communities straight up just don't watch.
Hey,
I sent you a code, I think. I'm watching one right now.
Yeah, I still got the last one. I don't got the most current code you sent.
Maybe I'm bugging.
Cause the only one I got is the 253 one, the 101. That's the last one. That's the last one I'm looking at. I'm looking at this, yeah.
Hold on. I think my phone just like paused on it when it. Yeah, so I didn't.
Oh shit.
What's in the next one?
Alright. Let's see. Alright, there you go. Let's see. Yeah, no, like I said, I
know why you think he won. At the end of the day, they were both on the ground missing limbs. It's because the fight wasn't about the fight. Here's the win conditions were not the same for both people. Naruto's win condition in this fight is to convince Sasuke. Sasuke's win condition in this fight is to kill Naruto or himself and Naruto. Naruto met his win condition. Sasuke didn't.
Yeah, so, and I think I made a video like a couple years ago, and I mean I guess I was wrong, but at the same time I still have questions, but I kind of just let it go, cause I was watching and I was like, cause my question was, how was Naruto fighting like on par or even keeping up with Sasuke in hand-to-hand combat? I saw a video. Someone stitched my video, made like an in-depth explanation. And at the time, like I think I can't remember what the video said, but I think I was cool. I was like, okay, I'm cool. I know he has like Frog Kata, but like, how good is Frog Kata? Like what do we know? What evidence do we know that Frog Kata is an elite form of fighting that's like considered like a top tier fighting style?
I feel like Shinobi, just by nature of their job, they just gotta have experience with hands. And having experience with hands, if you look at the kind of hands that you learn in school, you know, you might get to different levels and whatnot. But Naruto and Sasuke, at the end of the day, they got the same in-field experience, and field experience is way more important.
And okay,
in school isn't gonna translate as well in real life as actual experience.
And I think I can't remember what he said, but I think he just described that you think Sasuke's a better fighter because he has more finesse. You're looking at the finesse and equating that to ability. Like he just fights cooler. It doesn't mean he fights better.
It looks cool, therefore it's better. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, just because his fight looks like a dance. Just because his fight looks like a dance doesn't mean it's inherently a better fighting style.
Yeah, and I think that's why I changed my mind.
Most black belts, if you look at most karate black belts, they're probably losing to a boxer. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So I think that's where I was like, okay, you know what, that makes sense, because like in a lot of anime, I feel like people who has this like floating fighting style where they do all these backflips and roundhouse kicks. And like all these, like I stood on one hand and kicked you with my feet while standing on one hand, and did a fucking upside down kick. It's all like, okay, you're doing a bunch of cool stuff. It does not mean cool equals, but yeah, cool does not equal better.
Yeah. This is why I think only taijutsu Naruto beats anyone.
Ooh, I can't.
In his verse, yeah.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree. Only reason why I can't agree.
I'm not including like Osasuke's.
well, no, okay. Only reason why, again, statements. You got to depend on like statements. Mike Guy said.
All right.
I mean, Madara said Mike Guy is the best taijutsu. I feel like maybe if you watch sub and dub, they say different stuff.
But I have a counter argument. I know he did say that. However, right after he said that, Naruto punched him, Madara stopped smiling, and then he went to the tree to get a power up.
Oh, so
I feel like that's a way bet.
the
That's
counter to
way.
the
That's a like because you know who didn't need to go to the tree to get a power up
who?
after getting beaten up by my guy, Madara. And you
Okay,
know who
look.
needed to go to the tree to get a power up after
Who?
after Naruto punched him? Madara. Madara's like, ah shit, well I could deal with him, but I cannot deal with this guy without a power up.
Okay, the counter to that, the counter to the counter to the counter is, I think we gotta look at the difference between like, I think Naruto just I think Naruto is just his punching power is just greater. Like example, if we were to put Trunks in the Dragon Ball verse, if we was to put fucking Goten in the Dragon Ball verse, and he was to just do that to Madara, I don't think Madara's gonna say he's a better like, oh shit, Goten's gonna one shot Madara, which he is.
Okay, all right, I'm okay. I'm okay with this argument because if you equalize the power, okay. But I have a counter argument to that, and it isn't necessarily in the lore, but in what you physically see. If you look at the moves that Might Guy makes, they're more flashy than actually good. And if you applied them to real life, Naruto's fighting would be much more effective in real life.
I disagree. Counter to the counter to the counter to the counter to the counter. And, in the Rock Lee versus Gaara fight, Mike Guy explains the difference between Neji's fighting style, the Hyuga fighting style, and how they fight. The Hyuga's fighting style is pressure points, and you know, in beating you is just like it's like beating you from the I think the inside, something like that. And the way they fight is they're about breaking bones and hurting you real bad. Like Mike Guy and Rock Lee are the equivalent to like a UFC fighter. Like they're fighting you to pretty much like commit like blunt force trauma. So I think that fighting style,
they're a damage dealing fighting style, which I think is important. But what I would actually be a little bit more saying that Naruto is probably more comparable to UFC. Because like Naruto, when he like Rock Lee and Might Guy, they generally outspeed somebody and just keep hitting him from all angles so they can't react. And they might block, but they're mainly just going in for the damage. It's a lot more of a war of what's the word? It's more of a war of attrition than a fight. Whereas Naruto is having more of an interaction with the opponent, and he's more he reacts more to what the opponent's doing, and Naruto also fights people who are better than him with taijutsu, better than him in terms of their power, and with taijutsu is able to overcome them, whereas Rock Lee and Might Guy are more often just kind of overpowering somebody who's not boss.
Yeah. Okay. I can agree with that. So either way, Mike gotta go. Mike gotta go. Mike Guy is.
I think that Might Guy and Rock Lee, they fight like Dragon Ball characters in Dragon Ball Z, where like they teleport and then kick you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Dragon Ball Z fights are overhyped. I think, funnily enough, Super fights are better in the manga, at least. But Z is a better show, but Super has more intricately designed fights. You know what I mean?
Okay, so one thing. Okay, so before we get to that, I think Shadow Clone asked a while ago who y'all got Neji versus Sasuke Chunin exams. Who do you think would have won that fight?
So I think Sasuke.
I think Sasuke only because he has more of a bag. Like I think Sasuke is definitely more
of a bag. At this point, Neji is like the most skilled at what he does, but I don't think it's necessary. Funnily enough, I don't think it's going to work against Sasuke. Sasuke is just not going to let it happen.
Yeah, it's like people's like, well, what's he gonna do about rotation? I'm all like, well, we can see if he acts. So one thing we already can see that. Let's say Sasuke had Chidori, and then he's going for rotation. We already can see that Sasuke can stop on a point. when Gara did his fucking little sand dome with the spikes with no Sharingan. Well, no, I think did he activate his Sharingan when that happened or no?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
the fact
so
is he has it,
yeah, so either way, I think he activated his Sharingan at the last second, but he was able to stop on a dime when there were spikes literally millimeters from his face. Was all like, oh shit. So it's all like, even if he acts rotation, he can literally just stop it. And my thing is, I think like the only thing that can even keep Neji in the game is rotation. I think hand-to-hand combat. Okay, I think hand-to-hand combat at that time period. I think Sasuke has an obvious ego, but I think at the time, I think Sasuke knows. Okay, I may not be able to dominate him hand-to-hand. Like I may like he probably has. He might give me.
He's been a Genin for a whole extra year. So
yeah, and it's all like
way more experience.
He got more experience, and his specialty is hand to hand. Like that's what he eats shit for breakfast. So I wouldn't be. I'm not finna. Yeah, I'm not finna go into that fight thinking I'm gonna win off hand to hand. So it's all like him knowing that he still might engage in hand to hand, but that won't be like his like. I think Sasuke can definitely compete. I think he can hold his own against Neji hand to hand, but I think at a certain point he's gonna realize like, okay, all right, I'm not winning off hand to hand. I'm gonna have to step back and go into my bag and use other shit.
But also Neji is gonna have to like really be super careful that he doesn't get put into a Genji. Like it's not like Sasuke is not Itachi out here, but it's something that he can do. Yeah.
He can, but again, I'm not sure. They don't like with the Hyugas. They gotta just gave up on the Hyuga lore. Like they said, fuck it. So it's not really clear if they have Genjutsu resistance because then you know the Sharingan derived from the Byakugan. So like they have never made it to a point to clear up does the Byakugan have any resistance?
There's just never been an opportunity because like the majority of Byakugan users that we've seen are all Otsutsuki, who are all immune.
Yeah, so like they don't they've never even cleared up in the data books if the Hyugas have Genjutsu resistance. But I guess maybe off just lore and just assuming okay that's a dojutsu, and most dojutsus we know. Well, actually I don't know. Does any other dojutsu has a resistance to Genjutsu?
Mangekyo Sharingan.
I mean outside of the Sharingan.
It's not immunity. It's just
a resistance. I'm saying just a resistance.
Yeah, so none of them have immunity. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, none of them have immunity. But I don't know if it's immune, but I think it's all. I think they're all just resistances, and some people just may have a high resistance, which you might think is immunity.
Sakura has an incredible resistance.
Yeah, but again, it's like I don't think no one's like immune, but I just think everyone just has different levels of resistance. Like if
Otsutsuki's are immune.
Yeah. Which they're fucking alien gods.
They look bad. Everybody thinks that Sasuke's like trash because he just happens to be hard counted by Otsutsuki's. But if you take someone of Otsutsuki power level, but you take away their immunities, Sasuke is doing just as well as Naruto.
Oh yeah. Did you play the Exodia Vendor Master Duel? I didn't play that. Honestly, I wouldn't mind making an Exodia deck, but only reason I wouldn't make an Exodia deck because I'm not a fan of long combos, and it's like it's either you win or you lose. But I haven't played the new Exodia deck. Maybe that's not the case. Is the new Exodia deck?
Yeah, it's not the case. The new Exodia deck is a bit easy. It's no combo at all. Really. Just summon your fusion.
Yeah, because and honestly, I appreciate them for making an Exodia deck like that's not just like on some Well, okay, would you consider that gimmicky still or no?
Kinda. It's like an OTK deck where Exodia attacks for game.
So if you
It's
don't
like
OTK, if you
taking-
don't OTK, can you still win?
Well, the opponent's probably gonna have a way to stop it
Hmm.
if you don't OTK. Like if it goes back to their turn, probably not.
Yeah, okay, but yeah.
Probably. But
know.
you play like a million hand tanks, you know. So
Yeah, I just with
it's that type
Exodia.
of thing where you just play. You play the card that gets this fusion out, the cards that search that card, and then you summon it.
Yeah, no, I like I like the Exodia. I like the artwork for it, but it's like I'm not again again based on the decks. You know, I play. Listen, I play Black Rose, I play Doom King, I play Red Eyes. Like my comboing is very short. Like my combos go because people like Red Dragon Archfiend is not even a hard deck to play. Why are you getting confused on the combos, bro? I'm used to playing like I'm used to Black Rose Dragon. I'm used to Synchro into Black Rose and maybe one more extender or two more at most. So when I play Red Dragon or anything like, and I play Doom King. I play Uni Zombie, Samurai Skull, send Glow of Bloom Graveyard, bring Doom King out, play Vampire Sucker, throw two face downs, and that's it. I'm not still a main grade player who's able to do non-extensions. So that's why I feel like you're making it so difficult. It's not hard at all. I'm not used to doing long combos. Every deck I use is very short. Like that's why when I first started playing Time Thief, I was and then listen, it's Time Thief for a reason. That shit will take your time. So when I learned Time Thief, I was running out of time like the first week. Cause I was like, do I press this? Do I press that? Do I press this? And even me knowing the combo, I still be getting low on time a little bit sometimes.
I sent you the code for
Okay,
the first top 4 match.
Yes,
It's,
sir.
Paris versus Tekken.
Oh shit. Let's see. Alright, Fine.
I like decks that have like a combo, but I prefer if the combo doesn't take all of the time. Like I want it to still feel flashy, but at the end of the day, I'm not trying to waste the opponent's time. And like, you know,
If I knew
also
how,
don't
I'm
want
wasting
the
your
to
time.
drag down too much.
Even if you win, just know I wasted 20 minutes of your day. So that's a win. That's a win to me.
But I also don't want to waste my time.
Listen, that's why I use Wing Dragon Arai in my combos. I don't like it all. Hey, look, I like Wing Dragon Arai. Like Wing Dragon Arai, it's cool.
Yeah,
Like
Dragon Aura is pretty good.
I like it.
I like
Do I
it.
think in Duel Links? I think it's gimmick. It's definitely a gimmick deck in Duel Links. But maybe
Definitely
like
a gimmick. So sometimes the gimmick is, sometimes it works. Like sometimes the format just, you know, it just so happens to be perfect for it. Because maybe nobody's playing Beauty Pro for something.
yeah,
Let's use that deck.
Yeah, it'll randomly work. Like, I think again, I haven't seen a Raw deck in so long, so I think most people haven't played against Raw in a while. So if you just show up with a Raw deck in a Duel Links tournament, I think you could if it's a best of one, just a one game. I think you could probably come on top a couple times, like just off catching people off guard of not expecting a Raw deck to come out.
Yeah.
Play Dino. Oh my! No, because I have all the cards for Dino except those 3 SRs. I have the regular dinosaur ones, but like no, not well, they're all dinosaurs. I have everything except for that little pill spell card, and yeah, I don't have that, and I'm missing that, and in 3 copies of the little ghost little dinosaur one, the little UR. So if I get those three, I think so. Because I got 2 copies of the fucking other UR dinosaur. I just need 1 more copy of that and 3 copies of that. But I'm not gonna be resetting that. But I'm not a dinosaur fan in general. I don't like dinosaurs. I never liked dinosaurs as a kid. I mean, actually, that's a cap. I had a dinosaur book that I absolutely loved. I know I lied. I had a dinosaur book as a kid that I read this shit like 100 times. Like it was cool. Tell me about dinosaurs and shit. But outside of that,
I love dinosaurs, but for some reason I don't care so much for dinosaurs. I think it's cool. I like it. It's cool enough for me to be like, oh, that's cool, but not cool enough for me to be excited about playing. But I like dinosaurs in real life. I'm a big dino guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. Sky Striker puzzle pieces. You playing Sky Striker? Kage probably doesn't want to hear that from you, bro.
Yeah. Well, honestly, now that I make my Red Dragon, I don't really mind Sky Strikers so much. I think like what I realized is because before I used like a good deck, Sky Strikers just picked me apart. But now I'm like, I realize if you can just survive the Sky Striker onslaught, next turn you win.
Yeah, they're not actually that good defensively. They're mainly offensive, in duelings at least right now. Suzuki are immune to Genjutsu, bro. It's been shown, been stated, it's just a fact of life.
And let's say even if they weren't, let's think even if let's say you say they aren't immune, it's like only reason why you might say it because again I think it just comes to like let's say they might like let's say some fucking Dragon Ball Heroes type shit. They're like let's say fucking Sasuke gets the karma mark, and he becomes an Otsutsuki, and he has like a Sharingan, Rinnegan. It's like well he did have that actually. Never mind, they're definitely immune. Jiraiya beating Otsutsuki with it. No, he beat Jigen.
Jiraiya has not beaten an Suzuki.
Yeah, you're talking about Kashin Koji, and he beat Jigen.
Kashin Koji,
and he only beat
Jigen, and he didn't do it.
He didn't beat him. He came in after he fought the 2 strongest guys in the verse, and then literally he exploited.
It's still a feat. It is still a feat that he was able to bring a Shiki out. But
yes and no.
Using fire.
Yes,
fire, not with a Genjutsu.
So if we want to get technical, it was a technical win. But to clear things up, he fought against the 2 strongest guys in the verse. Yeah, he's not beating it. There's no way like he exploited the one weakness of the absorption. You cannot absorb real elements. You can only absorb jutsus.
Hold on. Wait. If you're talking about if you're talking about kids, Naruto and Boruto and Jiraiya and Sasuke against
oh my god, there is no way you're bringing that up. There is no way you're bringing that up.
If you're talking about the Urashiki fight and you're saying that Jiraiya used a Genjutsu in that fight, you are delusional, bro.
And first of all,
what the hell?
That was non-canon anyway. So it's
it's unfortunately, bro. It's canon. It's
wait, that was in the manga.
Canon. It wasn't in the manga, however, it's anime canon.
Okay, anime. Well, is it anime canon? Well, technically, I guess you can make an argument because they forgot about it.
Speaking. They didn't really forget about it. It just unfortunately Urashiki ties in too heavily to the overall plot, and he was also in the novels, which are the base source of the canon, because the novel came before the manga.
But also people argue that the novels aren't canon because they're like, well, Kishimoto didn't.
They can argue all they like. It doesn't make sense.
These niggas can argue all they want.
Like Kishimoto didn't put pen to paper, but he did oversee the plot. Like I do think that is an important distinction to make. people act like just because Boruto had a different writer for the first few years, that Kishimoto wasn't involved. No, he was involved. He was just too busy to put pen to paper. He told them what to write. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think okay with the whole non-canon canon. I would say I think if the writer himself, if the guy says, "Hey, I wrote this. You cool with that?" And if he says yes, I think okay, I can say that's canon then. If he's like, no, that's fine. Go do it.
That's the way it is for all the novels. And I also want to bring a point that like the difference between filler and canon in America is not the same as the difference between filler and canon in Japan. In America, they assume that something isn't canon just because it wasn't in the manga. But in Japan, the idea that's a completely foreign idea. For them, canon is only based on what the author believes. And technically speaking, all of Boruto is canon. All of it, because Kishimoto signed off on all of it. All of Naruto is not the same, but most of the Naruto filler is canon. Not all of it. Most of it is just anime only canon, because Kishimoto became sick at several points, and so he wasn't able to do as much as he wanted to do with the manga. And I also want to bring up, like, as another proof of the concept, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's manga came out after the anime. So when somebody is a 5D's character that wasn't in the manga, is somebody going to say that character is filler? No. It was in the original source.
Hey, random.
And sometimes an anime-only arc can be an original source of canon.
Hey, random. I just started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! V-Reigns. Hey, bro.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bang with you. That shit might be the best series.
Okay. Listen, 5Ds.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, mind you, I'm the this new era type shit. Like I was on that shit.
Yeah.
Then I started watching, like, the main character is like, mind you, like he goes against what the Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme has always been. Like, Playmaker, like he's the guy who's all like, pretty much if you was to make Sasuke the MC of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
So he's like, these cards mean nothing to me. Y'all he pretty much has Kawaki's backstory and Sasuke's character is the MC. So pretty much the whole he was pretty much like a tortured test subject for the whole V-Reigns, like pretty much like how, like, the new rules of the game, the new interface, like this is how Yu-Gi-Oh's play now. And the reason why they was able to do that, because Playmaker was like a test slave for years. And so he pretty much, like, once he escaped from that world, he hated Yu-Gi-Oh! He hated the card game because that was like that ruined his life, that ruined his childhood. So he's all like, I'm on a revenge path now. I'm on some revenge shit. So now I use Yu-Gi-Oh! as a way to get my revenge. And yo, I'm not gonna lie, and then it's definitely, I'm not gonna lie, I low key, V-Reigns low key might be my favorite now. Because like French, like, mind you, French.
But if I get into it,
I'm telling you,
be taken away from the editing.
But no, because so definitely watch the sub version, because it, like I was gonna watch the dub version.
Yeah.
But after my research,
it
was
like voice actor for the Playmaker, and I was like, wow, you sound.
Yeah. But no, it just
do a Yugi impression.
Yeah. He tried. He's a tryhard. Like, apparently, like, but I think Yu-Gi-Oh! has a bad dub as far as, like, editing, as far as just, like, changing words. So it's like,
yeah.
It's almost to argue Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. I said, okay, let me read the subtitles, because in the dub they might say a whole nother thing. But if you watch dub V-Reigns, you might say it's mid. But if you watch the sub V-Reigns, oh my god, that shit's some nasty work. That shit is definitely, like, they don't mind going there. they don't mind going there.
That's good.
It's-
I like.
so
I feel like the best anime have really important themes to delve into. I mean, um, which is why like a lot of anime that don't have a point feel like a bit of a waste of time. I really like 5Ds because, bro, you say is like, I don't give a fuck about winning the competition, dude. I'm trying to save my fucking friends.
yeah.
You're holding up my friends from the hood and telling me that if I don't win, you're gonna do something to them. Yeah, okay, all right. I'll become the Dual King, but it's not because I'm trying to become the Dual King. All right.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I
You
think
notice how you say never brings up the fact that he's the Dual King?
never. He like and that's why I had 5D.
Yuki's out here. Yeah, I'm the king of games.
like 5Ds. I always had 5Ds as my top because of just the realism and just just the themes of the story. But V-Reigns is like V-Reigns kind of just takes 5Ds like those gritty parts and like I'm not being edgy just to be edgy. Like I hate show.
Yeah.
I like edgy stuff. But I do think it needs to have purpose.
You don't
like be
edgy for the sake of it. Yeah, have a purpose.
Yeah, so his have purpose. He's not just some edgelord because, hey, dude, that's how the writers wrote me. Like, like bro has been through a lot of shit. Like he's been tortured his whole life in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a game that's supposed to be something that brings joy. And his whole character was like since he was like a little child, he was tortured and made to test products and test things and sit in a fucking little pod or like a fucking VR thing.
He's really lucky.
Yeah, for real, like, and he literally he watched his friends get just mentally his other friends that were in the test subjects get their minds get destroyed from having to be permanent test subjects. So yeah, and he's like, Yu-Gi-Oh, these cards, my motherfucker, I'm using these shits to get my get back. I don't give a damn about these cards. I say, yo, yeah. So no, definitely, man. When you get a chance, bro, definitely watch V-Reigns, bro. Like they really came back with the they really brought the 5Ds essence, and I think they really built upon it. Cause I think 5Ds at a certain point is we kind of lost that. It's I think most shows once you get to a certain level, it's everyone's leveled up. And it's all all right, we're no longer back in the hood. We champions now. We big dogs. We ain't no but him it ain't he got friends who gonna help him on the way, but it's he has to
escape the hood. And
yeah.
Finally connected. When he made sure that the bridge was connected. After that point, he's just trying to save the world now. And the entire plot is now.
And again, saving the world.
He doesn't move back to satellite. He lives permanently in the city. And it's important because I do actually like the next theme of 5Ds, wherein the villains occupy this philosophy where in order for there to be peace, everything has to stay exactly the way it is, and you cannot evolve. And Yusei is the complete opposite of this, feeling like development is the only way forward. And if something is wrong, then you fix it. And it kind of ties in because he feels like just because something is the way it is for quote unquote the greater good doesn't mean we can't make it better. I do like that it ties into that, but it also makes it a broader philosophical statement that we should be striving to evolve.
Yeah, no, that definitely but before I say it is better, let me finish it. Let me get all the way through. But so far,
yeah.
And is another, I forgot the other guy. The guy's name. What's the black dude? He's in Duel Links. He's a V-Reigns character. He's I think
the wrestler.
Maybe I think that's his name. He's like a wrestler kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go Onizuka.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So him, he's
Yeah,
like
that's his name.
he's like the champion current in the world, and he's like, oh, he's like this model citizen, like, oh, I donate to charity, I go to homeless shelters, I do this, I'm like he exposes the people in the world. Once they get knocked out the position, who are you really? Like he was cool with being a champion, he's cool with like being loved, but now Playmaker is like the guy now. Like now he's the number one player. Now he's like running shit. Now all of a sudden, your ego's hurt. Now all of a sudden, you say you're doing these things for the kids, but now that people now that people aren't paying attention to you, now all of a sudden, oh well, I mean, like I do this for the kids, but like I just don't understand why do y'all care about him so much? I thought you were doing it for the kids. I thought you cared about people.
Right.
So people, his ego, like mind you, people swear they don't got an ego.
That.
Yeah, people's egos swear. People swear who like in positions like they swear, oh I don't have an ego. Oh I don't care. I just want to help people. Until someone else is in your spot. So it's like now all of a sudden it's all like now you wanna like then you gonna if you watch it you gonna see like the road the shit that ends up happening. I'm like, oh so you was cat. You like the attention. You like that people like that you did stuff, and you fed off that. You wasn't doing it because you was a good person. You was doing these things because you liked the attention you was getting from these things. Hey, that's why not Daredevil. That's why the Punisher is one of my favorite characters of all time, cause he do shit to do this shit. Like Daredevil. I don't know if you watch Daredevil at all?
Yeah.
Like,
Daredevil is probably my favorite out of the Netflix Marvels.
Oh yeah, Daredevil's great. Like, bro, Punisher he be speaking the truth. He like y'all little heroes on the ground in your little capes. Y'all want to be liked. Just say what it is. Just say what it is. You want to be liked. You want people to worship you. You want people to say good job. I'm not saying you're not doing it because you care, but I am saying that you also care about the admiration you get from all this. Like, just be real about it. I'm cool with a lot of shit. Just be honest.
I think that's why in the comics, Punisher looks up to Captain America because he feels like Captain America is a realist fan.
Yeah.
What he does because he does the right thing to do, and that's all. He doesn't need people to like him for it, and he often goes against the U.S. Government because it's the right thing to do. So it actually crushed him. America told him that it was crazy.
Yeah, I like Captain America because he's one of the few heroes that there is no argument. He's doing it because like he thinks it's the right thing to do and he actually gives a fuck. He's not doing it to be like, oh, I got all these fans and like someone like Superman. I'm not saying Superman don't care, but I know for a fact that somewhere in him he's all like, you like the fact that people look up to you. You like the fact that people like you.
It's a part of his character. He feels like he needs to be liked. He feels like he needs to be a symbol. Punisher doesn't feel like he needs to be a symbol of anything except fear for doing evil shit.
Yeah. So yeah, the Punisher's definitely one of my guys. Yo, it was one line. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have look. It was one scene. They were Daredevil went to go see Punisher, and bro was all like, "Well, he got life in jail." And he's like, "Did your boy get life?" I said, "Oh man, no, we would have had to fight." I feel you. I get what you. I get it. But we would have had to box, cause you right. You were speaking facts. Like some people don't deserve life. Get them out of here. Get them the fuck up out of here.
But at the same time, I appreciate Daredevil. I really appreciate him because he. In all of his stories, somebody makes legitimate argument for why he should just kill the villain. But he pushes through and he finds his own philosophy. and I'm not gonna speak on what is right and wrong because I'm not gonna lie to you. I sympathize with Punisher more often than not. But I also appreciate that Daredevil sits with ideas in his head rather than just accept them. He will think about it. He'll come to his own conclusion rather than just immediately taking out somebody else's idea.
I agree. No.
Can you say that when Superman goes on a power trip and didn't care what people thought? But, bro, that's an alternate universe Superman, and the people and the ones who write Superman stories generally hate that version of Superman because it ruins his actual. It's like not even him.
Yeah, it's not him. Like
with, the Batman who lost. The Batman who lost is not him. It's a different person, bro.
Yeah, and I think so. The Injustice Superman, I think the issue with him is, I think, okay. Remember when in fucking the Red Hood when Robin told Batman, "Hey, look, you don't gotta kill the Joker. You don't gotta kill everybody. You just kill just this dude." And Batman's like, "I can't do it, bro. I can't do it." You know, I'm like, bro, fuck all that. With Injustice Superman, I think Injustice Superman, his issue was pretty much he looked at life like, I do everything possible right. I do the right thing every chance I get. I do everything good. I save millions. I save all these people, and yet the same result still happens. I'm Superman. I'm the guy. I don't make mistakes. I do everything right every single time, and yet the result is still the same. So when he becomes like the Injustice series, it's a good story. So it's like I understand Superman turning that route because he's all like, I've done everything right. I follow the law. I pay my taxes. I do everything right, and yet bad stuff still happened. I still couldn't prevent these things from happening. Even though I lived as a good person, I treat people right. I make sure people get home safely. But yet, the result still is the same. So therefore, in my mind, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
So maybe if I gotta be an asshole, then shit'll go right. So I can't get mad at the logic of that Superman because to his life,
I can't get mad at him. My only thing is that he is a different person because I think that like Superman from the normal timeline, he would have a different perspective on the same thing. Maybe he would act differently, but he wouldn't make the same choices. You know.
I think the same thing happened. Again, this is multiverse. There's millions of different worlds. Maybe in the continuity of ours, he might not become a dictator, but I do think he might be like maybe I'm not gonna say he would kill people, but I do think he might be a little harsher to people.
He would kill Joker. I think he would kill Joker.
Yeah, I do think his personality.
There's no issue there. But
yeah.
You know, he's still. He probably wouldn't be a dictator, but he would potentially fight differently. He would probably fight crime differently in some way.
Yeah.
And the only thing is becoming a dictator. That is something that normal Superman wouldn't do. Because he would know that becoming the villain does not get rid of the villain.
You're right. I definitely think he would definitely like example when in Spider-Man Homecoming, the new one that came out a few years ago.
He's cooking right now.
Oh God, he is, bro. We not this motherfucker. About hey, listen. I'm gonna let you know. Once Underworld Goddess come on the field, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see you winning.
Yeah.
Underworld Goddess is nasty in this game. If you can get her on the field, oh yeah. If I can get her on the field, I get confident. I ain't gonna lie. I've been losing games because I'll get cocky that I summon her.
IP and Goddess in the game at the same time is great.
Honestly, I didn't. Yeah. No way home.
Hopefully we don't get SB.
Oh my god, no.
So what about Noah at home?
If we get SP Little Knight, oh that's gonna fuck the game up. Save that shit. We need about good 5. We need about 5 more years. Then bring her.
Yeah, there's obviously a legitimate argument banning the TCG.
That shit, yeah, no. She. Imagine if we get fucking wait, Apollosa's not in this game, is she?
No.
Okay. Do you think if they had Apollosa that would fuck shit up?
Yeah, Tri Brigade can summon it, and it would be too good. Obviously, not only Tri Brigade, but like Tri Brigade can really summon it.
Yeah. Man, listen, I just want them to add Baron de Fleur. Add the baddest girl in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise.
I'd be more okay with Baron than I would be with Appaloosa, because I think Appaloosa is more broken than Baron. But at the same time, Baron needs to be limited to 1. That's the first thing. And man, they also gonna like make it so that most of the decks can't summon it. Like probably give the extra deck like, oh by the way, you can't summon Baron. Like something like that.
Oh, and so wait, where we at right now? We in the top? We still in the top 4? This is the top 4 or what?
Yeah, this is the top 4. Yeah, the first match of the top 4.
You said Baron will probably be added or as a skill, but I mean, but no, that's not the same. Oh, my bad. Like they have that one card with the old girl, that French girl, whatever, or British. I don't know my languages, but like that's definitely not the same. That is not the same one. They add the real deal Baron and Duel Links. Nasty work.
Yeah. I don't think we're ready for it quite yet.
I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like the rate of speed when he adds shit to this game. Like
so,
I
think sometimes like they do need to do power creep. Sometimes they do power creep really well, but sometimes they go a little bit too far at once. That's okay, but sometimes they take a little bit too long to release other things that are on that same level. Like this box that just came evened out the meta. It made it nice. It's much more even now.
Going on trike.
It should have came out way sooner.
Yeah, like getting more Red Dragon support in 2025, bro. Y'all couldn't have added this a couple years ago. Like it took getting to the year 2025 when the game dropped in 2016.
I'm not gonna lie, this stuff is too powerful for it to have come out before 2025. I'm not gonna lie, but it should have come out maybe a month earlier. Because the Salad and Hero has been too good for too long. Like I think that this box evens out the playing field nicely.
Whew. Yeah. It's not a bad game. What's the name? So far, who's looking like who has the lead right now? It looked like Tacme got the lead. Well, wait, actually,
I think Tacme has the lead. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well, but in this duel right now,
Ooh.
I think Paris has the lead. Paris in general, like he is the guy to beat the whole time. Out of everyone here, Paris is the guy to beat. As in, he's probably gonna win the whole thing, and it's just a race for second place for the other 3. Now, if one of the other 3 can beat him, then we have to look at the other 3 like, all right, 2 out of these 3 is gonna win. But until then, we have to assume Paris is winning. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, well, Paris turned the game around that quick. Shit, Paris can't beat me though, so that's all that matters. I'm the GOAT in here.
Oh, they already had their 3 games. Okay. They already had their 3 games. I thought that we were watching game 2. That's my bad.
Oh, no, you good. All right, so let me
get the other. What were you gonna say about No Way Home?
Oh, about Superman. So about No Way Home and Superman. Like once you know, the Andrew Garfield Superman. Once he went through his traumas,
by
and,
the way.
yeah, once he went through his traumas and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Once he went through his traumas, he didn't become a bad guy. He just said, you know what, hey, fuck y'all. I'ma still be a good guy, but I'm gonna punch you a little harder though.
Yes. Yeah. I assume he might have he potentially could have killed people with his punches, and maybe still he feels bad about that, but he was just more angry, so he was holding back those.
Yeah, you know, I think Superman is the king.
That's the scary thing about Spider-Man.
Bro, I feel like people sleep on Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is that so many people discredit just how much the villains' lives are depending on Spider-Man's moves.
I'm telling you, Spider-Man is again, I can't blame you because I can't blame you for assuming Spider-Man isn't that guy. But if Spider-Man really wanted to, bro, like he could wash all his I ain't gonna say all. He could get a lot of them up out of here pretty quick. If he was that person.
Yeah.
But because he's not that person.
At the beginning of the first PS4 game, where he holds the weight of a whole skyscraper building on his shoulders.
Bro, yes.
Just so that people can escape. That's the type of strength that if he used it on one of his enemies, boom.
They're turned to dust.
Yeah.
So it's like I
keep that in mind.
Like I hate people be like, well, he's not even bro, it's Spider-Man. He can barely pick up a car. I'm all like, bro. Yeah, y'all be trying to discredit like bro. He's just like Superman, in the fact that he holds back so heavily. He holds back so much. And it's funny because I'll say that and they'll show that meme where he picks up a fucking sewer top and sling it at somebody's head. I'm like,
Shadow, I think Peter wins. I think Peter wins.
Against
I think it's clear that Miles got more powers. So that's the edge he has. So he's got more strategic.
He has a lot more hacks for sure.
But Peter is straight up just way strong. That's the difference between them.
So
it's like Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah, I think that's the trade-off. Miles has a lot more hacks, but Peter just has he's just stronger. I
don't think Miles has an attack that could beat Peter.
But also, you gotta think even if we're talking about who's smarter, I think Peter might be a little smarter, but Miles ain't no dumbass either. Miles
smarter. Yeah, Miles is definitely not dumb. But Peter is. He's smarter than Reed Richards, who is supposed to be the smartest guy on earth.
Yeah. Again, Miles ain't no slouch. As far as just IQ, Miles is definitely smart as fuck. But Peter, oh yeah, like you said, Peter is definitely one of the smartest. Is one of even about just the multiverse. He's one of the smartest. He's up there. Only difference is that you might not agree. People not agree. People are limited to their world. Example, somebody what's his name? Iron Man, like Tony Stark. Someone might say, well, what's the old boy's name? What's his name? The King the Conqueror. They're like, well, King is smarter. Well, he came from the 31st century. If you was to put Tony Stark in the 31st century, we would have a different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I think people are limited by their environment. So it's we're not gonna say fucking Steve Jobs is smarter than Albert Einstein.
He's not. He's definitely not.
But it's based off what we can see and just oh, we have an iPhone. Albert couldn't make no iPhone.
Yeah, but if Albert was born today and was a capitalist, he probably could get it
sure. Hey, appreciate you, Jay, for the follow. Thank you, big dog. Thank you.
He accomplished something that Steve Jobs couldn't still.
Yeah,
Like his
exactly.
like I'm sorry, Steve Jobs is not doing that. I'm sorry, bro.
Appreciate you watching for the
But at the
follow.
same time, if we want to extrapolate off of that, if like what Einstein did was further a idea that had been originally posited by Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton, if he had what Einstein had, he would also take it even further. Because Isaac Newton, everything he did it before he turned 26.
Which is insane.
It's
Which is
crazy.
absolutely insane. All right, who's the next match?
The next match is the finals. It is
Oh
Paris
shit.
versus Condenado. So about to
Oh
pull up.
shit.
Of course, Paris is in the finals, so just about to pull the code. Just waiting for them to post it.
All right, bet. Yeah, no.
All right, let's focus. Let's focus on what
All
happens.
right. We got
Because
lock
last
him in.
finals,
We got locked the foot. Hey, I thought you said Weatherman was gonna come. Where Weatherman at?
I asked him, but he didn't respond. He's probably busy because some bullshit happened to him yesterday, and so they had to deal with that.
Hey, nice. I've been through enough bullshit, so I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wait. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay. Man, I remember when I was your age, Undead. Man, I remember when I was your age, man. Good day, good times.
All right, no,
Hey, man, never get married, bro. Never get married. Don't do it.
I'll get married. I'll just get married to. I'll just be smart about it.
Yeah, no, I got married when I was 22. I was married at 22, divorced by 25.
I couldn't do that. I definitely. I'm not gonna act like I wasn't stupid enough to do it at that point. I was probably stupid enough to do it at that point, but right now, I know better. So
Yeah,
I'm,
no, yeah,
I'm making a good decision.
yeah. At 22, I was like, I'm in love.
I am. Yeah, I am engaged though, so there is that.
Oh, you're engaged?
Yeah,
Oh, congratulations.
thank you.
Yeah, no. One thing.
I promise I made a good decision.
No, look, I give you so one person with a failed marriage. I give you some advice. Never let outside people never tell your business to your friends. If y'all going through something, keep that shit to y'allself. Don't tell nobody.
Hell yeah.
Like tell her, hey, listen, whatever we going through, it stays strict. Don't tell your mama, don't tell your brother, don't tell your sister. Whatever we going through is strictly between me and you. I don't care what it is.
Right.
Because my issue was
Thankfully, we already have that agreement.
Yeah, at 22, we did not have that agreement.
I learned the importance. I'm learning from others. I learned the importance of being on the same page about the things that we value, and because I see so many couples breaking up over things that they have totally different worldviews on something, and they can't get past it because they shouldn't have to get past it. They should leave each other and find somebody that they're on the same page.
Exactly.
By the way, Shadow. Yeah, the opening for that show was heat. It was great. It was a fantastic opening.
Yeah, honestly,
He's talking about the Iron Man cartoon.
Is the one when he's like a teenager?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. That one was gas. Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely keep y'all shit like that's one thing I wish I would have done. Like, just don't tell your fucking friends. Yeah, man, this is happening. Blah blah. Then it's all like when y'all if y'all work it out, you're like, well, you just talking shit just now, and now we worked it out. Now you're on bad terms with someone's mom now.
Yeah.
Because she told him that you did XYZ, and now she hates you for life. And now her family hates you for life because they know that you said or did something.
Like, I think the number one important, if there is a problem, you solve it with them as soon as possible, and you make sure that communication is key, and you make sure it's the number. Like communication has to be the most important thing. Make sure that like you're on the same page before you leave the interaction. Like you gotta fix the problem as it comes up.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
they don't feel the need to air their dirty laundry. with
Yeah, that was my
everyone.
mistake. I was not a communicator. Like, hey, I was the type. Listen, we going to be. I'm going. If you going to bed mad, I don't give a fuck. Go to bed mad, then. Wrong
Damn.
answer. Wrong fucking answer. Wrong
I'm playing the
fucking
game.
answer. All right, we locked in. We got you better with words than I did, man. You better with, what's the name? Consentinato? Consonant. We got Red Dragon versus
I think
Solids.
people would have calling him Khan before.
All right, Khan. We got Khan versus, I can't see the name at the bottom.
Paris.
Paris.
I guess. Like,
Finals. We got Khan versus people give shitty advice. That's why I don't listen to people. All right, we got Red Dragon.
bro, I swear to God, it's always the people who have never had a successful relationship. that
Never.
give their advice.
Be wanting to say the most. I'm like, bruh, you've had 8 relationships in the last 4 years. I'm not listening to you.
Freshman Trip needs to shut up, bro. I think, which one is it? Myron only just now got into his first.
Oh my, yo,
his
listen.
first actual relationship.
When I listen, don't get me, dude. If I get started on them, I'm gonna be all off topic. Don't get me started. Hell no.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, bro! Fashion fit drama in the
Man.
Duel Links community. What the heck?
Who would have thought? You know that shit, bro.
Damn.
That shit was so. I was like, you talk all this shit, like, mind you, again, I don't mind learning from people. I really don't. Like, also another thing, being old does not make you smart.
Oh yeah, definitely not, dude. Some
Like-
people, bro, you can. It's possible to be stupid for 30 years. It's possible to be stupid for 50 years. How old is Donald Trump right now? It's possible to be stupid for however. I don't know. He seemed smarter when he was younger. I don't know, bro.
No,
He's stupid now.
I watched clip. I watched clip of who's on Oprah, and I was like, "Where's that guy at?"
Yeah, maybe
Like-
he's got like dementia or something.
I don't know. When he was on Oprah, like this might be like 30. It might be like 19. Like it was like from the like late 90s, and he was on her show talking. I'm all like, "Where's that guy at?" Because if we had that guy, oh yeah, cool. That motherfucker.
Maybe
that
he for
motherfucker-
real went crazy, and that's when he decided to run for president.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Man, let me not get into it. Let me not get into it, man.
All right, yeah, let's leave the politics out.
Yeah. Politics and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Anyway, so Myron, you were talking about.
What-
Okay, we
Fucking,
got Roman Gray, so he's going to be the second Pentagon.
Hey, we finna be the first political Yu-Gi-Oh stream.
Goddamn.
Hey man, fucking
Luigi
fuck,
Mangione.
fucking just being historic. Like, man, we the first conservative Yu-Gi-Oh stream. Just like, yeah, man.
Oh my god.
There's only one archetype out here.
Goddamn cards. There's only one There's only two archetypes.
There's only 2 archetypes, okay? You can identify the fucking dragon,
Dark
okay?
Magician and Blue Eyes. You're either Dark Magician or you're Blue Eyes. If you're anything
Like, literally.
else, no. You're just
You-
a variant of Dark Magician. Actually, funnily enough, bro, if you look at any given deck, you could probably say it's more close to one of those.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's not crazy to say.
Like,
It's not ridiculous.
like Sun of Mangrave is Dark Magician, and Resonators is Blue Eyes. You know,
Damn near.
bro. They even got a search spell called Circle.
It's just Red Dragon. Resonator is just a little cooler. Well, actually, I ain't gonna say it's cooler. Blue Eyes gonna always be the GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, so I was on. I can't say the joke. Damn it.
Yeah.
But just knows. Someone said it was like they were saying like based on real people, who would have what deck, and then one guy mentioned who would have blue eyes, and I was like, yep, he would definitely have blue eyes.
Who?
A very historical figure who did a lot of stuff.
Oh. Right. Yeah.
He would definitely be a blue eyes user.
Here we go. We're like, yeah, man. Let's hold off with the political stuff. And then for like 5 minutes, we keep talking about political shit.
Someone's gonna clip this in like 5 years from now and be like, yeah, we're
gonna cancel these guys.
We're gonna get canceled years later. Be like, yeah, man, fucking 6K. Yeah, man, they're not good guys. And then I'm gonna come on my documentary like, I told y'all.
Oh shit!
I told y'all.
At 6K.
That was about to cook. I ain't gonna lie, right now, I every time I see, I'm not gonna lie, every time I see Red Dragons like in board, I'm like, no one's beating this, and then they get beat. I'm like, oh well, never mind. Anytime I see Red Nova on the field, I just assume they're gonna win. I don't know why. I feel like it's like that's like if I see Red Nova and Hot Dragon on the field at the same time, I'm just like, what y'all gonna do about this? And then someone's like, I'll show you. Let's see. Rescue Ace, and please do not bring Rescue Ace to this game. Ooh. I took all this shit, damn. Okay, Salamangreat. Oh. Woo. Salamangreat might still be the GOAT. Hey, wait, when's this new tier list coming out? Oh, hell. Well, yeah, that shit about to go crazy. Oh, GG's. You're back.
Was I having a mic issue or something?
No, I can hear you fine.
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, Phoenix, you hear me now? But obviously,
No, I can't hear you. It's too
can,
dark.
can you hear me?
No, it's too dark.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Hey man, y'all
What do you
cancel.
mean by that?
Hey y'all, go ahead and cancel 6K, bro. Go ahead and cancel them. They get them out of here.
I'm hard, low key.
Did you see that video? I don't know.
Which one?
Emotional,
So,
damn it!
I clipped Weatherman's clip from a video.
I'm hard, low key.
He's looking at, I think he's playing like a Dark Magician deck, and he sees that the opponent's playing Lunalights, and they summon their boss monster, and he watches the animation. He's like, "Oh, that's hard low key," and he's like, "I'm hard."
Oh yeah. Oh shit, hey, Paris won the first
Yeah,
game.
now people can clip me saying that. That's crazy.
Hey. Oh, okay, I gotta. 1 second. Hold on, give me a second.
All right, was that game one?
Yeah, it was game. I think that was game one.
Okay, cool. In 2 days, the Salamangreat skill nerf goes into effect. So
Saludo hermano querido.
so how is Soulburner as a character?
Yo, who win? Use Jack or a Soul Burner? Who you got?
I haven't watched Brain, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, but yeah. You know, yeah. I'm telling you, man, get into it, bro. Get into it. Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah, I think I'll get into it.
It's definitely some. They did that cause for a long time I was like, man, the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, they lost their edge, man. Then I watched V-Reigns, I said, oh, never mind, they brought it back. But then they came out with fucking Rush Duel. I was like, ew, never mind.
I think they had too many cooks in the kitchen with R3.
You know, so I've only watched random episodes of Arc V. I never actually sat and watched it from start to finish.
I couldn't really get into Zexal because at the time I didn't know that I could just watch sub, and the dub voice actor for Yuma really annoyed.
Yeah, Zexo, I didn't like the MC, so I kind of didn't want to watch it.
I don't like when a main character is too happy. And that sounds messed up. But I feel like any protagonist has to have some type of struggle, internally or externally, for there to be some kind of overcoming. They have to overcome something. And being bad at the game, to me, isn't a good enough struggle.
bro just sucked, and I was like, all right, bro. Like, cause someone could,
I'm
okay,
okay
someone.
with the protagonist sucking if they're a good person. Like, not that he's a bad person. But I mean, if they're a good character, I'm okay with them sucking and then getting better. Like,
I don't know. I was kind of
what
annoyed
is
by
the struggle?
him.
Being bad. Yeah.
Like people like, well, they're like, imagine watching Yu-Gi-Oh if Joy was the MC. I'm all like, oh, okay. And then I tried watching a little bit. I was like, yeah, that is not. I don't know if that's a good representation of what you just said.
Joey is a better character.
Yeah, so I was like, I think you just saw that they both wasn't good at the start and got good, and just left it at that.
There's tons of character development. What do you define as character development, Shadow Clone?
I mean, Chris is not a bad duelist now. The show's over. He got good. At the start, bro was kind of cheeks. Again, that's not the defining factor in what makes a good or bad character. But I was like, I was just annoyed by him.
Yeah. If you're watching an anime where there's a character who could win, but makes a stupid choice, you have to expect the viewer to be annoyed by it. And in fact, sometimes that can be the point. Sometimes you can do that on purpose to make the viewer annoyed. But if you're making the viewer annoyed without purpose, then you're not doing a very good job.
Yeah.
And I think maybe like the rest of the seasons that I haven't seen, they could be the most eye-opening, amazing seasons ever. And I could 100%, be willing to accept that possibility. But I do want to like the protagonist of shows that I want to invest myself into. I actually appreciate stories where the protagonist is completely unlikable. I've read some novels like that, like for some philosophical reasons. But if I'm trying to enjoy myself, I want a likable main character. Like
Yeah, like again, I get
the
character development.
development
That's
of
why.
character throughout the show.
And
Shadow
and
Clone, I said, what do you define as character development? And you said the development of character. You can't use the phrase in the definition. What
look.
do you find as character development? The development of the character. Well, no fucking shit.
Okay. So that's why, like I said, one reason, like I said, I'm a core defender, right? So when Korra first started, I feel like whenever people talk about Korra, it just boils down to it's like when people say why they don't like Korra, they literally just explained start of series Korra. But I'm like, you do know those like it's like you can say that's why you didn't like her, but why are you using season 1 Korra or season 2 Korra to make your point when there's 4 seasons?
I'm not gonna lie. I think that Korra is more relatable than most people are willing to accept because they have to do a bit of their own character development. Kara is not perfect. Aang
And
is the type of character where he's not perfect, but he looks perfect for a while. But
yeah.
then, if you look under the surface, he isn't. Whereas Kara is not perfect on the surface, but But if you look under, you can see the real goodness in her that she just doesn't know how to apply. Because she grew up being told she was that shit, but then she goes into the world and she isn't. She has to learn to adapt to what the real world actually is.
Oh.
So I would say Shadow Clone God character development is when a character has flaws that they have to overcome. And when I say flaws, I mean personality flaws, And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that aspect makes them a bad person.
My
it
boy
just
Parrish
means that
got
is
the
the
dub.
aspect of their personality that might be holding them back.
Oh, shit,
is Paris like? What's the score right now?
The score is fuck. I hate playing Yu-Gi-Oh on my PC. That shit's so ass. Hold on.
It's 1-0 right now.
Okay.
I think a good example of character development for me is Yusei. A lot of people feel like he doesn't have any character development, but he has self-destructive tendencies where he blames himself for everything wrong in the world, so he feels like he's the one who has to solve it. So he's kind of unwilling to let people help him for a long time. He just wants to shoulder everything by himself, and this is self-destructive. He sacrifices himself to negate his friend's destruction. That's why Stardust Dragon mirrors him, because they sacrifice themselves to protect others.
Yeah. Also, one thing about Yusei,
he has to overcome that.
Yeah. So one thing about Yusei is like he has development, and if you was to compare it to someone like Jaden, I think Jaden has more development only because he started at a lower point. Then you gotta think, if you look at the age groups of when the show starts, I think Yusei is like 19, 18, 19 when the show starts, and he's already been like before the show even starts, he's been ran through the ringer before episode 1. So he already gained half of that development before the show even starts. He's gained a lot of that whole he gained that life happens, life's full of bullshit.
See it in the flashbacks.
Yeah, so it's like he gained all that off screen. So it's like, of course, he doesn't get as much development as someone like Jaden, who played Yu-Gi-Oh! And thought Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just games. If I lose, oh well, it's just a card game. type attitude, or I just want to, or like a Tim or Yugi. Oh, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm the number one duelist. I'm the greatest duelist ever. I'm the king of games.
Tim has really good character development. It's just that the manga shows it more, and in the anime they skipped it, and they had to like do it again in the Orichalcos arc, which was really good there.
Yeah, I saw the. Cause my thing is like even at the start they showed how Tim was like very like ruthless, to where like he was willing to kill Kaiba to win a car. Like I don't like, but again at the same time like, hey, I'm doing this in order to save our grandpa. So it's like he learned that he got rid of that ruthlessness of that, like, you know what, I might win, but at what cost? So it's like he does have the development.
All right.
They ain't started yet, but yeah, no, like I think as far as only reason I say
they
Jaden
got
has the
they
best.
got that too in.
But they
Paris
two already?
is now 2-0. So
Damn. Paris won?
Yeah, it was kind of quick. Yeah.
God
So
damn.
congratulations to Paris. Another dub under his belt. God damn.
God damn, man. GG's, bro. GG's. Shout out to Paris. Got the
Good
dub.
job. Good job.
Bro said y'all not fucking
Also,
with
shout
me.
out to Khan for getting the second. Hell yeah.
Shit, good fucking
Thanks
stream.
for
Good
coming out
fucking
watching the
stream.
stream.
Oh my gosh. Alright. On one. Good stream. Shout out to Paris. Get the dub. Hey, JB. You probably going already, but hey, you get the next one. Got my money. Got my show the deck list. Can I even see the deck list? Are you even able to see it?
Let me see. Let me go grab it.
Shit. Are you gonna use post it on Discord?
Yeah, I'll send it to you on Discord.
Okay, baby.
Title of
Alright.
the deck list is that.
I need that Red Dragon deck list, goddamn. Shit, bro.
Back and better than ever.
Anyways, y'all, good stream. Y'all appreciate y'all who stayed around, hung around for these goddamn 3.5 hours and shit. Appreciate y'all. I know y'all. Some of them went to go do the other tournament shit, but that's all good. We lit. We here. We all entity. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? One day everybody gonna be leaving that other stream.
If you haven't already.
Yeah, one day everyone gonna leave the other big dogs and come to what? Hey, Kage and 6K streaming. We gotta go. One day that's gonna be us. But until then, it's all good. You know, we're gonna do our thing.
We do our thing. You know, you watch us yap about shit that has nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Nothing to do.
You know, we got gameplay in the background.
Oh shit, but I said no. I gotta head out. But other than that, man, appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for following your boy. Appreciate y'all watching the stream, man. Other than that, I'm gonna holler at y'all. All right, Undead. I'm gonna catch you next time, big dog. We gonna talk again though.
Catch you.